write a journal. I used to write a journal every day. Kind of like what the fuck I'm doing now, but it's not a journal. We're doing videos, but a journal would be like deep thought. You know what I mean? Deep thought of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish when I got out, how I wanted to act when I got home. You know? This bitch got 8 likes. So, the reason I brought that up is because, damn, this thing is still fucking whatchamacallit. It's weird. Huh. Alright, whatever. They said I need to do a journal for the stock. So, what I'm going to do every day, when I do a trade, I'm going to make a video. And basically just talk about, you know, why I got in the trade, what I saw in the trade, what I think I did wrong in the trade, what I think I did right in the trade. They said, look at that ice cream. It's still fucking frozen. That thing's been out there almost 2 hours. That's how cold it is outside, man. Degrees, motherfucker. Look at that. 20 fucking 3 degrees, dude. God damn. Boy, it is real out here, boy. What's the wind chill? $11 miles an hour. That's bad still. 11 miles an hour, that's still bad. 23 fucking degrees outside. It's freezing out there. Freedom. That's cool, Lamar, man. Lamar says I'm eventually trying to get an apartment complex with like 20 units. That's good, man. He's got dreams, man. You always want to dream, man. Dream big. Dream big, it's free. You know what I mean? That's one thing I learned. You know, they say the bigger the goal, the better. You know, because you'll stay motivated. You know what I mean? It goes all the way back to these doctors in like Harvard that were doing research. They said the bigger the goal, the better. I mean, the more motivated you'll stay, because these goals are, you know, there's something that you really want to achieve. But that's why I talk about those Lambos all the time, the fucking Rolls Royce, house on the beach in Miami. Big goals, man. You know what I'm saying? Big goals. Those are big goals for me. That's what I want. And every time I think about it, it just gets me excited. You know what I mean? Of what, you know, of what I'm working towards. You know what I mean? Or what I'm trying to do. Well, dream big, man. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing, man. Think about what you want. It don't cost you a goddamn thing. But guess what? The more you think about what you want, eventually you're gonna get it. The more you think about something, eventually you're gonna get it. You gonna find? There was this girl, right? I was betting on betus.com, so they sent me a calendar. And this girl on this calendar, there was 2 girls on this calendar. I thought they were really hot, right? I'm like, damn, she fine as a motherfucker, man. And long story short, I ended up sleeping with that girl in that calendar. One of them. The other one, I could have dated, but something happened. But I met her like I met her down in Miami somewhere. But I could have even dated her. So there was two girls I was just when I think about the law of attraction and all that, I'm like, damn. You know? But anyways, the girl that I actually slept with that was on the calendar, she was actually in Tampa. And she's bad as a motherfucker too, boy. She's bad as fuck. And I wouldn't mind fucking with her again when I get back down to Miami. I might have to hit her ass up. She's actually she's in the real estate now. So maybe I'll just call her up. Hey, look, I'm looking for a house. And she's like, oh, where you been? You know how it is. One thing leading to another. Oh, you remember how we were hanging out at the casino that one night? You know? Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's funny because when I seen her in that calendar they sent me, I was kind of somewhat infatuated by her. You know, she was like, it was like my crush. I had a crush on her. And it took me about, it was like maybe 4 or 5 years. We just ran into each other. Bam. You know what I mean? We just ran into each other. And it just happened that way. So my point is, when you want something, you get it. When you want something, you'll get it. Because there's been times where I've said things that I wanted, I got it. And lately, now that I'm conscious of what I'm asking for, like this job. You know why I got this job? It's because I asked for it back in 2015. I asked for it back in 2015. I was looking for a job to come in the oil fields in 2015. It took a couple years. 15, I came out here this year, so what's this, 17? So 16, 17, it took me 2 years to fulfill my want. Y'all wanted this job, I asked for it, I put it out there in the universe, I fucking got it. I asked for $100,000 when I first came about this whole law of attraction and secret and all that shit. I asked for $100,000, I got it cash in a fucking brown paper bag. Alright? Got cash. $100,000. $100,000 and $100 bills. And all in a brown paper bag. I asked for that. I got it. I asked for my girlfriend to call me. My ex-girlfriend. When I was doing my homework, the girl that I was with, she says, "Hey, you need to watch this." It was The Secret. So I spent 4 hours, right? I spent almost 4 or 5 hours that night studying that whole video, taking down notes, writing down everything that I wanted to come to me. The very next day, this is one of the things I wrote down that I wanted. I wanted my ex to call me. She called me the very next fucking morning. The very next fucking morning, my ex called me. That law of attraction, if you don't know about it, you need to go, or if the law of attraction, The Secret, you can watch either one and just do your homework from there. But that shit works, man. I'll tell you straight up. And you guys, if you guys follow me I got some subs on here that's followed me for a while. You guys know I don't talk about that bullshit. I ain't with that bullshit. You get what I'm saying? I'll tell you straight up how it is. You know, I'll tell you straight up how it is that it's come from me. You know, I did my homework on it, or I lived it, I done it. I'm just telling you what the fuck I've been doing. You know what I mean? So if you guys been following me for, you guys know I don't cut the bullshit. You know, I tell you straight the fuck up. So that being said, me telling you straight the fuck up about the whole law of attraction, shit work. That shit worked. That shit worked like a motherfucker. Like I said, I'm out here. You know, I'm out here. It took a couple years, but I had it. That girl, I didn't even know about the law of attraction. That girl, Melissa, the girl that was on the swimsuit, the swimsuit calendar of BetUS.com. BetUS.com, if you don't know, is a betting place. You can bet in Costa Rica, but they have a website. You can bet on, you know, anything, boxing, anything. So anyways, they sent me a calendar with Melissa on it, and I had a crush on her. A couple years later, I ended up fucking her. We ended up, you know, hooking up and shit, you know. And then there was another girl in that calendar I had a crush on. I met her in Miami. I ain't even fucking her because I was already with somebody. But she wanted to fuck though. She wanted to fuck all day long, no problem. All day. So the universe brought her to me too, but I was already with somebody at the time. It's cold as a motherfucker out here. With you guys, we gotta figure out something to talk about. What's there to talk about? What should we talk about? How about the new iPhone? Oh, I don't need it, but I'm gonna buy it. I don't need the new iPhone 10, but I'm gonna buy it. I don't need the new Nike watch, the new Apple Nike watch, but I'm gonna buy it. The cell phone one where you can talk to it, I'm gonna get that one. I'm bored. I'm just bored, man. Got shit to do. And it's a fucking cell phone, the watch. The new Apple Watch, the one with the cellular, I can't even talk. The cell phone capabilities. You don't even need to have your phone with you. It has its own network. So I'm gonna have to buy that and check that out. I had to get a new drone too. A drone. By the way, if you're thinking about getting a Mavic, don't buy a Mavic. Mavic's a piece of shit. The Mavic Pro drone, it's nice, but if it crashes one time, if it touches the ground, that's it. That camera's done. It's fucked. And if you ain't slick like me, when I say slick, I mean like I'm slick. Like I'll go get me a new motherfucking drone. You know what I mean? And I mean I'm slick. You get what I'm saying? I ain't the dummy here. When I say I ain't the dummy, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Well, I've already did. Yeah, you laughing because you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So I was doing my research, right? And the guy had a huge fucking issue trying to send his drone back to the company, right? To get it fixed. They were giving him all sorts of bullshit. So look, I'm slick, motherfucker. I'm gonna get me a new drone for free. Cause I'm slick like that. And that's what I've been doing. Oh, I'll get me a new goddamn drone. I'll get me a new drone. And I ain't paying for it. So anyways, the drone I got now, it crashed. It crashed, man. Fucking dumb shit. I know how to drive. I know how to fly a goddamn fucking drone. Drone is about the easiest fucking thing to fly. I used to fly helicopters. And if you know how to fly a helicopter, and you've tried to fly a helicopter, like a real helicopter with the controllers and shit, you know it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. You had to train yourself. You know how long it took me to learn how to fly a helicopter? It probably took me months, hours, hundreds of hours, maybe 1,000 hours to fucking, on the simulator trying to fly that little motherfucker. The drone got 4 goddamn props. That motherfucker's about easy as fuck. Anybody can fly that bitch after a while. So, the bitch crashed on my truck. It kept coming towards my truck, and I'm trying to make the bitch go the other way. It had nothing to do with me. This stupid motherfucker came towards the truck. So anyways, it crashed. It landed, right? On the ground. Fucked the camera all up. The camera worked, but the way it flies, it's not level. It'll fly when you look at the camera on the screen, right? The screen will look like it's sideways when it's actually flat. So it's all fucked up. So I gotta go get another one. But once I go get another one, I ain't talking about taking the company. Take it to the fucking store where I bought that bitch from and get me a new one. Huh. Yeah. Alright. So yeah. If you're gonna buy a drone, you're gonna have to pay some money for a drone. That drone I got was $1,500. I think it was a waste of money. Because it's so delicate. That being said, now that I know it's so delicate, I really gotta watch it. You know what I mean? But still, I don't want to have to watch this shit. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, if it crashes like Casey, if you don't know Casey, go to Casey's YouTube channel. That's how I found out about this shit. Pull up Casey Nassett. He has a drone. He has the Phantom 4. That Phantom 4 he's crashed that bitch a few times, and it's strong as a motherfucker. It got those hard ass landing gears and shit that protect the camera. Because you got the drone, right? And then you got the two landing gears. These 2 sticks right here. And then you got the camera right in the middle. So when it crashes and it lands on the landing gears, whatever you want to call it. So it protects the camera. So yeah, if you're gonna get a fucking drone, get the fucking Phantom. That right there, it's a little bit more pricier. I think it's about the same, maybe a little bit more, maybe $2,000. But that's the one you want. Or if you got money, get the Inspire. But that motherfucker is just big as fuck. It's too goddamn big. That's what the professionals use at the movie theaters to make movies and shit. It's like $5,000, but it's bad as fuck though. That bitch will do everything. It got sensors all the way around that bitch, all the way around. You gotta worry about ever hitting anything with that thing. It'll fly itself. Can't believe how cold it is, man. 22 degrees. Nah, man. Nah, Lisa. I want to be out. I'm gonna be out here by December. Now, yeah, I know. 22 degrees. It's a motherfucker out here. 22 degrees. Woo. Ooh. The plan is, I'm not gonna make $100,000 with the truck. But if I can make $100,000 cash with the stocks by November or December, I'm out of here. Because the stocks, they real volatile around that time. November, December, January, them motherfuckers just run. So if I can get lucky and catch one that's running, make some money, I ain't leaving here until I get 100,000 cash. So so we'll try. I'll try. That's how you make it too. That's how you make your goals, because you try. So yeah. He says, if they don't catch on, don't talk no more. I ain't worried about that shit, man. That's one pipe down. We got one more pipe to go. One more pint of ice cream to go. Boy, hey. I ain't gonna say that. Keeping my ice cream outside. Look at that. Still frozen. That's how cold it is outside. Keep the ice cream outside and the motherfucker's still frozen. Look. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that. That shit's still frozen. Shit been sitting out there for almost 3 hours. The fuck? Oh my god. No, that's good, girl. Tell you what, trucking's good. It'll change your life, but the stocks will change your lifestyle. The stocks will change your lifestyle. When I say lifestyle, you figure, look, you know how I do my stocks? You know how I make money? Well, lately I've been losing money, but you know how I've been losing money? right? But when I start to make money, right, it's all off my phone. I can do my trades right off my fucking phone. You make your money right off the phone. You'll do a trade, you'll make 5,000. You know, hopefully in the next few weeks I can make 50 to 25,000 or 10,000 or 15,000, all right off the fucking phone. Lately I've been just trading off the iPad because I got one chart on the iPad, and then I got my phone right here, and I'll have that phone on the Charles Schwab account, and I'll have another my high-end broker on this phone. So I go and trade on that phone, and I go trade on this phone, and I got the big screen on the fucking I have you know, the stocks that I'm looking at, or the watch list I'm looking on my iPad. So that's how I've been trading. But I would prefer to have my motherfucking laptop open, because if my laptop open, I can use my teacher's software, Stocks to Trade, which is great because I can see the news immediately. If I'm looking at a fucking stock, if there's good news, bad news, it'll pop up on the fucking screen of that fucking chart. I'll read it. But oh, that's bad news. Oh, that's good news. And I'll see the reaction of the fucking stock. Is the stock going up? And then you start to see the volume pick up, and the stock, I'm buying that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's good news, like really good news. Oh yeah, man. But yeah, stocks will fucking change your lifestyle. Not only will it change your life, it'll change your lifestyle. You know what I mean? That's why I always talk about Lambos and Rolls Royces. I've been there, done that. You know what I mean? Now, when I say been there, done that, I've always drove other people's Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces and Bentleys and shit. But I've been in that lifestyle. I see it. You know, I want that lifestyle. I've had the steering wheel. You know, I have a 2013, 2014? 2015, my homeboy was going to buy a 2015 or 14. I think it was a 2014 Super Sport Bentley. We took that bitch off the lot. We took that motherfucker off the lot, right? And we had it for the weekend. And right before we took it off the lot, we did the salesman said, go around this kind of, it was like a circle, right? But it was a huge circle. It was like a maybe a 10-mile radius circle, right? Man, we hit that bitch, and I wasn't even driving. My partner was driving. When we this is a brand new Super Sport, white with black interior, right? I got a picture on my Facebook, but it's my Facebook's private. Anyways, so we get out the fucking car, and the fucking, on my side, the brakes was smoking. My boy was running that bitch so hard, just within that, 5 square mile radius that we went from the dealership around and came back. We didn't even, anyways, he had the motherfucking brake smoking on that bitch. He was just dogging that motherfucker. He was dogging the shit out. He just hit the brake, hauling ass real quick, because it was a Super Sport Bentley, you know what I mean? And he was just wearing that bitch out, man. Anyways, he had that bitch smoking and shit, and we had it for the weekend. So I was the driver for the night, so I had to drop him off. So I ended up keeping the Bentley. So I picked up my partner at the nightclub, right, that he was running. I said, hey man, I'm gonna let you drive this motherfucker, but you gonna listen to what I say to you on how to drive this bitch. So we take this bitch over the bridge, right? we take this bitch over the bridge, and he's driving. I said keep both hands on the wheel. Keep both. I'm in the passenger seat. I said keep both hands on the wheel, and I said just hit that motherfucker. It's like 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. So there's traffic, but it's not like traffic. You know what I mean? It's sporadic. You know what I mean? We can kind of like weaving out. We have like 4 or 5 lanes we can choose from, so we can get in and out. We got a problem. We get that motherfucker up to 187 miles an hour, man. I told him don't look at the speedometer. I'll look for the fucker. You just watch the road. Pay attention. Both hands on the wheel. Pay attention. He was trying to look and see how fast we're going. I said, don't worry about that. I'm telling you how fast we're going. We're doing buck 87. Buck 87. So, yeah, stocks will change your life, man. And I knew when that was the lifestyle for me. I wanted to be driving fucking Ferraris, Rolls Royces, old school, any kind of old school I want, whether if it's a fucking a 68 Charger all did up, or a 72 Chevelle all did up, or a C10 68 all did up. You get what I'm saying? Well, shit costs money. You know, shit costs money. And I'm expensive. You know what I mean? I'm expensive. Like I said, just those 3 cars I told you, just those 3 old schools alone, man. The way I would do them up, it probably cost $400,000 or $500,000, man. You know, sky's the limit depending on the shop you take. But on the low end, to get all 3 cars, shit. You know, from top to bottom with motor and everything, you're talking about on the low end. You find somebody cheap to work on those and put them together for you, and you're still looking at about $100,000 a pop a whip. You know what I mean? So it's $300,000. You know, a regular job ain't gonna pay for that. Oil field money might pay for that, but it might take you a little bit. It won't even take it that long, really. Shit. Now, really, if you're an owner-operator, if I was an owner-operator, I could make $10,000 a fucking week. I could make $10,000 a week. Cash, my pocket. If I owned my own truck and I was an owner-operator, I'd make $10,000 a week. Cash. That's fuel costs out. And I lowball that too. You can make more. I can make more. I can make more. I can make $12,000 for the week. He says, stop right here, man. Smith, he's like, stop talking, man. You're running. What do you want me to talk about? I gotta talk to you guys, man. I gotta talk. Yeah. Smith is right. I am talking too much. I've been watching them every video. So I had some free time, so might as well talk to you guys. I should have been studying though. But I haven't talked to y'all in a while, man. Skinny's like, man, I ain't got nobody to talk to. Shit, let's chop it up. We both at work. Yeah, truck is a lonely game, man. But I'm used to being institutionalized. Shit, I could be in a box for years, months, days, hours, all by myself. When I did my last bid in Georgia. I had relatives wanting to come to see me in the prison I was at. You know what's funny? That's not funny, but I trained myself when I was doing time, my last bid when I was doing time, I would stay off the phone. I would not make no phone calls. I would never call home. I would never call home. You guys, well, damn, man, why did you call people? Because I didn't want to know what the fuck they were doing out there. That's right there. That right there is, I don't know about you, but that right there took a lot. You know, it takes a lot of fucking, you know, shut yourself out of what's out there and just focus on what's going on in here. You know what I mean? Focus on what's going on in prison. Fuck what's going on out there, because whatever's out there, they doing what the fuck they doing out there. You ain't got no control about that. The only thing that I got control is what's going on in this prison cell right here. So I would just not worry about the fucking phones. I wouldn't write nobody. I wouldn't call nobody. Motherfuckers would write me. They wanted to come visit. I wouldn't take no visitations. I wouldn't make no visitations. I did that for years, man. Years. So coming out here, being in this truck and not seeing anybody, not calling nobody, it's like home. You know what I mean? It's like home. And when I say home, like I feel at home. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I say home, it's not home. It just feels like I've already done this before. You get what I'm saying? I'm focused, baby. Focused on the fucking money. But I call my sister, I call my mom when I'm out here. As far as like going home and shit, hell no. Ain't no going home. Ain't no going nowhere until I get that motherfucking money. Me motherfucker be going home every week, 2 weeks. No, not me. Not me. Staying right here. Stay focused, baby. Like doing time. But I'm not doing time. I'm home. It's kind of the same shit though. Same shit. Nuts in my ice cream, man. Turn that fucking heat off. Fucking my ice cream up. I don't want to roll the windows down because all that noise. I'll just turn the truck off for a little bit, and then I'll roll the window down. Get some of the freezer into there so keep my ice cream cold. Alright. Let me read some of these comments. Ricardo says, I could tell you don't have no best friends. Oh, I got best friends. Matter of fact, one called me yesterday. I just don't call him back, man. You know, I'm not worried about friends right now. I'm worried about money. I'm worried about money. All my friends, and if they really my friends, they'll be there when I'm situated. Right now, I don't need to be talking to them. I'm talking about this motherfucking money. Skinny's like, get me away from these kids and wife for a second. Oh yeah, it'll get you away. It'll get you away, all right. Yeah, it'll get you away from those kids and that wife. Yeah, your wife, she'll be loving it because you'll be bringing home that motherfucking money. Yeah, you'll be bringing home big money. Nah, right now, calling home, it don't get me depressed. Nah, that shit don't get me depressed, man. That shit don't get me depressed. It's just, I ain't worried about that shit. I'm focused on this shit, you know what I mean? But I still call home. This ain't like me doing time back home, being back in prison where I wouldn't call at all or get any visitations. I'll call my family all the time. I just don't go home, that's all. I ain't leaving this bitch till I got money. And I'm talking about cash. I'm talking about we coming out this bitch with 6 figures. Lisa's like, I think I would, yeah. She's like, I think I would enjoy the lonely truck driver life. It's not lonely. It's just, I guess it is lonely sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, you're definitely solo for the most part. You're driving. Damn, what's up, man? Him says, I fuck with this dude because he is a grinding motherfucker. Oh yeah, man. Hey, it's funny, man. I'll tell you about this in a second. Let me read this about grinding. I'll tell you about it in a second, him. Alicia's like, I like sailing. I want to retire on a boat. I'm accustomed to living in small places like boats. I think living in a truck would be similar. Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, like being in the truck, being in the boat, where fuck, you know, being in the boat is cool because you know, you're traveling and you're on a boat and I don't know, but truck is, you know, being in the truck to me is like being in the cell. You know what I mean? Like in a confinement cell. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just space just for you. You know, this is just space for me. You know what I mean? Ain't space for 2 people. It's just space for me. It's like a cell. So I don't like this shit. You know what I mean? I'll tell you straight up, I don't like this shit. But even though I might not like it, I'm okay with it because I'm making funny. Whereas in the cell, I wasn't making no money. This shit right here, I'm making money. You know what I mean? So I kind of love it. You know, in a way, because you know, it's no big deal. I'm used to being solo. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm solo and I'm making motherfucking money. So I'm cool. I'm cool. I am cool. Yeah, Lisa's like, I could do it for 5 to 10 years, whatever it takes. Yeah, I ain't got 5 to 10 years. No, I ain't got 5 to 10 years. I give these motherfuckers a year. Yeah, I got here in March, and I'm probably gonna leave. If worst case, if for whatever reason I don't make $100,000 by December or January, and I'm stuck here, I'm leaving here definitely by next November, without a fucking doubt. You know, so they get 1 year and some change out of me, and I'm gone. You know, I made my $100,000, but hopefully it won't have to come to that. Hopefully I can be out of there. Hopefully I can be out of here before next November, or hopefully I can be out here by this November or by January. It just depends on the market. If I can catch it on the right, catch the right stock on the right run. Jason, he says, yeah, that was me, man. Yeah, that was me. Where the fuck you was at? Jason Robinson, where the fuck were you? Yeah, that was me. I was there. Yep, that was me. Where were you at? Shit. Actually, being out here on the road, yeah, because M says it's called work, not happy-go-lucky. Well, actually, it is kind of happy-go-lucky when you're driving a truck, especially if you get your own truck and you have a nice show truck, you know what I mean, and you're working and you got a nice truck. To me, I would, if I were to buy a truck, I want a show truck. I already showed you. I don't know if I showed you the truck I was looking at, but it's a nice fucking truck, $80,000. For a Peterbilt stretched out brown. I'll take pride in that bitch, and it'd be like happy-go-lucky. It is. Trucking is. I love trucking. You know what I mean? I love trucking. Trucking's cool as fuck. I love it. You know what I mean? Especially now where I'm making all this motherfucking money. I could be making more if I had my own truck. You know what I mean? It'd be even better. So if I'm happy now with the money that I'm making, I know I'd be fucking ecstatic if I was making owner-operated money with my own fucking truck. You know what I mean? I'd be living the dream. You know what I mean? But I'm living the dream now, man. And I'm only making, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Imagine I was making $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 in a week. Shh. Motherfucker, I'd be acting a fool in this bitch. I'd be acting a fool, man. Shit. But truck driving is a happy-go-lucky job, so I have to correct you on that. Especially if you in the situation that I'm in, and the rest of the guys that are out here making all this kind of money. One thing I noticed about a truck stops around the nation. A lot of times the guys, they're not so friendly. The reason why they're not so friendly because they're either doing a lot of miles and the pay don't really come out to be satisfying. Well, let me tell you what. You go to a truck stop in an oil field. You go to a truck stop in an oil field where you get a bunch of oil guys. I'm gonna tell you what. A lot of them motherfuckers, they gonna be smiling. Their attitude's gonna be uplifting. You know what I mean? It's a night and day change in attitude. You get what I'm saying? From an OTR truck stop and a truck stop where you see a bunch of fucking guys that are doing oil, water, sand. Those motherfuckers making money. And there's gonna be a whole different mindset. There's gonna be a whole different attitude. You know what I mean? Because those guys are happier. You know what I mean? They're happier because they're making fucking money. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is happy-go-lucky. Trucking in the oil in the oil business, it is a happy-go-lucky fucking business. Don't get me wrong. We have our days. You know, you get aggravated. I'm gonna tell you why you get aggravated. Because you can't get more motherfucking loads. You trying to get more motherfucking loads. You greedy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get aggravated. You know, that's why you might catch a motherfucker that just might be in a bad mood because he's trying to get the fuck down the road. You know what I mean? Or he's trying to make his fucking money. We're trying to make this money. Like, when I get aggravated, I'm getting aggravated because I can't get enough fucking loads. You know what I mean? I might have got 4 loads. I got 4 loads the other day. I wanted to get 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? But I had enough. Yeah, I want to go sleep. Like today, I only got 1 fucking load. You know what I mean? I got 1 fucking load today. I was a little upset because the truck was broke, but you know what? There's going to be another day. There's going to be other days where I'm going to make money. You know what I mean? So, Eugene, he says, do you think the PA, this is a good question. Eugene asks, he says, do you think the PA, West Virginia, or Ohio oil fields are about the same as North Dakota and Texas? I couldn't answer that because I've never been in any of those states, but I know Texas is, I don't want to speak for Texas because I only got one partner in Texas, and that's Chase and Andrew. And if I had to base my assessment if I had to base my assessment on the type of money they making out there, it don't even compare to what the fuck we making up here. You know? Reason being is because if it takes a motherfucker 4 hours to get loaded in Texas, it only takes me 10 minutes to get loaded here. Sometimes it only takes me 5 minutes. Sometimes it only takes 2-3 minutes, depending on the loader. Literally 2-3 minutes. You in and out that much. Well, loader. All right, when you get to the loader, okay, you got to get some paperwork. You got to open up your hatch, but fuck all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually getting loaded. So motherfuckers are just trying to get actual loaded in Texas. Take about 4 hours for those motherfuckers to get loaded. For me, it either takes 2 to 3 minutes or it takes 10 minutes to get fucking loaded. Sometimes it might take an hour, maybe an hour and a half, top end. Sometimes 3 hours. That's fucking, and I know where the loader is. I know where that loader is. So when I go there at a certain time, like around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I'm expecting the worst. I know there's a chance I can be in that motherfucker 2-3 hours. But that's just one loader. Every other loader around here, I'm in and out this bitch less than an hour. The fastest, 2-3 minutes. So, if I had to assess how the money is in Texas, just by going off of Chase and Andrew's videos, I would say fuck Texas. Especially if I had my own truck, I say fuck Texas. I ain't bringing my truck down there. I'm staying my ass up here. The money's right here. Because nobody wants to come up here. Especially when it starts to get negative 27 degrees, negative 40 degrees. You heard me right, motherfucker. It gets negative 40 degrees up here. One lady told me it was negative 75 here. Negative 75 degrees. Nobody want to be up here, man. Ain't nobody trying to be up here. But you know what? The motherfuckers that are up here, you know, they should be making money. But I don't know that for sure. I'm not going to say they were making money up here. I don't give a fuck what the next motherfucker is. I want to know what the fuck I'm making. You know? I want to know what the fuck I'm making. And it was like, Howard, buy a damn fifth wheel and make moves. You tell him. Oh, what was the story I was gonna tell you, Em? Fuck, what'd you say? I had a story I was gonna tell you. Fuck. No, yeah, Jason, I'm at the Cynics, man. I'm at the Cynics. The new Cynics, the big Cynics. That's where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm at the Cynics, man. Where you at? I got a sub. He's right here, somewhere around here. He's trying to find me so he can come over here. Hey, Jason, when you get to the door, when you get to the front door of the Cynics, I'll see you. So if you come up in your truck, just honk the horn, and I'll flash the lights, and you could just come over here and hang out. No, Lisa, you keep doing your pharmacy. How much? I got a friend that he's a pharmacist too, man. How much you making a week? Like what? If you're a pharmacist, what you making about? Let's say, what 1,500 a week? Is that what you make, Lisa? You make about $1,500 a week, right? Maybe a little bit more. How much you make a week? But the thing is, if you ain't got your CDL, Lisa, it's gonna take you at least maybe 2 years or a year to even start making, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Because the guys that are gonna hire you, or you get your own truck, you can come out here and get your own truck. I take that back. If you're gonna work for somebody else, it's gonna take you 2 years. It's gonna take you 2 years, unless you get lucky and find somebody that's gonna actually hire you with less than 2 years. Okay. So it's going to take you 2 years to get on with somebody else, meaning get on with their insurance. Now, that being said, if you do 1 year, you can get your own fucking MC, you can get your own authority, and you can get your own fucking truck. Because you got money, right? You sound like you might have some money. Go buy your own fucking truck, and then you'll be making $10,000 a fucking week. You know what I mean? You could do it that way. But you got to put a year in. Because I don't think insurance company, a regular insurance company like Geico, they're not gonna. And by the way, the insurance is gonna be expensive too. It's gonna be like $20,000. So you're gonna need $20,000, for the year, or however you could do 20,000 cash to be cheaper, or you pay installments, which will be more. It'd be like 30,000. You know what I mean? But if you pay cash, it'd be like 26,000. Not so many women out here, but yeah, there has some women out here. Okay, so M says, I got to disagree on the Texas is good. All right, so like I said, if I had to assess, and I'm just assessing by one video of what my boy does in Texas, which is chasing Andrew. So I'm just assessing by just one video and one person. I was just assessing. That wasn't like a fact statement. Now, talk about North Dakota, I'm fact statement, motherfucker. Money, we making money out here. You know what I'm saying? Fact, motherfucker. I already got checks. I got cash to show that shit. It's fact, motherfucker. Now, I don't know shit about Texas except for my boy Drew, and he ain't making that kind of money like we making up here. So that's why I said, assessing from what he's doing, nah, fuck no. There ain't no money out there. Hey, here's myself right here.
What's up, man?
What's up, boy? What, you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh shit, you done took your seat out.
Oh yeah, they got the seat out, man. What's up, boy?
What's up, man?
Were you running?
Yeah. You got a lot to do with me coming out here.
Really?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
I went to Pennsylvania.
Here. Go ahead, you on, man?
Oh hell no.
You alright, bro?
Don't
Go
put me
ahead.
on here, man.
You alright, bro?
That dude asked a while ago about Pennsylvania and West Virginia and Ohio. No, it's not the same, man. The loads don't pay as much, and it'll take like 2 hours sometimes to go 60 miles because the mountains are so steep.
See that?
and the
You see that,
roads
guys? So
curvy.
there you go. So West Virginia is out. You ain't gonna make no money from there. And you said Pennsylvania ain't no good either?
Well, they say like down towards West Virginia and Ohio, some of the loads pay better, but up in Pennsylvania where I was at, yeah, they ain't hitting no shit.
And it took forever to get loaded?
No, not so bad on getting loaded, just mainly the hills and the windy, curvy roads and shit like that.
Yeah.
You can't drive nowhere near as fast. And
Right. Out here, you can run like a motherfucker, especially in the summertime. The summertime, I'm doing 80 miles, 90 miles an hour hitting that bitch, you know?
Yeah.
But,
I only got one fucking load today, too, man.
You only got one load today?
Yep. The one I got when I seen you.
Really?
Yeah. Did that herd of cows come around you?
Oh, I love them, man.
But did you see that? That's the first time I've been right in next to them like that.
Every time I get a chance, I always try to get. I actually got a little closer to it, but I don't want to get too close. But they're females, so they're not really aggressive. But if that was a bull, he wouldn't fuck around. He'd try to run my ass over.
Yeah.
But the female, she let me get about maybe 5 feet away from her, and then she pulled off a little bit. She did her thing. I didn't want to like chase her, but like I said, I got like literally 5 feet away. I was just testing her.
Did you come in on 14?
Hell yeah.
Did you see that cow that got hit?
No.
That black one in there?
Oh, you talking about the one on the right side when you're coming? If you're coming
in, it was on the right.
If you're coming in, I seen that poor thing, man.
Man, they said that when I was in Safeland, I don't know if they meant just the reservation or up here in general, but they were saying when you hit a cow, that it's like you gotta pay for the cow and then 5 generations. If you hit a horse, you pay for the horse and then 7 generations. Like your insurance would have to pay for it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's just the reservation or.
Oh, it probably is a reservation because they don't fuck around. Yo, a couple weeks ago, oh, it was actually a month ago. This is about August. You cold, man? Come over here. Come on this way.
Still live?
Hell yeah, we live. Shit. Yeah, man, we stay live in this motherfucker. So anyways, a couple months ago, right? Oh shit, hold up. Let me see if I can set this up so everybody can see.
The thing I hated the most about coming out here is I had to shave my beard and shit off.
Oh yeah, you got to, man, because it's for your safety, man. For your health. Because that sand, you don't want to be breathing that sand, man.
Yeah.
So anyways, when I saved that kid, well, I didn't save the kid, but when that kid I pulled out of the car that was dead, the next day on 14, this truck. I told you guys about that truck, that Chevy truck. Chevy truck hit a fucking buffalo.
Oh, no shit.
I'm talking about buffalo was about almost the size of that fucking truck.
Yeah.
And there was like 4 or 5 people. They were just getting off down there with the well site. And I said, man, y'all lucky y'all nothing happened to you guys, man. But I had stopped the truck because that one guy was down by the ditch, and I thought there was a car in the ditch. So I was getting ready to fucking, go to action, try to help. I thought I was going to have to pull some more body out the motherfucking car, but it was the buffalo that was in the ditch. Poor thing, he was fucked.
Man, I think that's
he was huffing and puffing.
I think that's the one they told us about in Safe Lane class. They said there was 4 or 5 guys that was coming from.
Yep, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember.
Is that what they said? Is that what they said they had to pay for that? Somebody had to pay for that.
On the buffalo thing, they didn't say anything about that. They were just telling us about the.
Well, hey,
for cows.
You know what? My girl in Miami, she says, you know what? You keep making these videos, and it's reaching because obviously this is like social media because it goes out. Everybody sees this shit. By hundreds, by thousands. She says the more and more videos you put out, you got more and more people coming out. So you changing lives whether you realize it or not. Because this guy here, he said he came from. Where did you come from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
And how much money were you making before?
I wasn't even doing this kind of work.
I mean, how much money were you making before a week?
12 or 1,500.
1,500. Now he's making. If you run hard.
Yeah.
So you're making like 2,000-3,000 a week now, right?
Yeah, it ain't hard at all to make like 25. I mean, you can go easy.
25 here, right?
Yeah, a week.
See, so he's making 25 easy on a week. So easy. So if he's making 2,500 a week on a run, like this well was running, if this well was running like it usually does, it is today. Right before I left, he said he only got 1 load. But before I left, he said I could got another load. I could have been running like a motherfucker, back to back. And I probably could have got, if that well didn't go down. Did they say that well was going to go down?
I didn't hear about it.
All right, so it was more than likely that well wasn't going down because that pusher was telling me they were running.
Yeah.
So when that well run, it's back to back. So if this truck was running and I had the axle broke, I probably could have had 2-3 loads already. So that means for the day, for the last 3 days, I've already did almost 12 loads just in 3 days. I'm making $145 each load for 12 loads.
Yeah, like if everything goes right, like with what we're doing, you average about $35 to $38 an hour. If nothing goes wrong.
That's $1,700 in 3 days, man. $1,700 in 3 days.
But no shit about the thing about changing lives, man. I knew about this work out here, but when I was looking into it, researching it, your videos had a hell of a lot to do with it. It's crazy. I went to Pennsylvania first because it was closer, and I'm like, well, hell, it's the same thing, and I don't have to go so far away. But yeah, it wasn't hitting on too much. I mean, there's guys that make money, but they run 24 hours. I mean, they run like crazy. They're only making the money because they're running so many loads, but not. An average, like a load here that'll pay 600, back there would be like 400. So plus it takes you longer to do it because they're based on like.
So basically, they really gotta do 24 hours. They really.
I mean, yeah, they stop sleep, but not. I mean, you got to run like a hell of a lot more crazy than you do.
That's what I'm saying, because you really have to put the effort into doing 24-hour shift. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Here, you could do a whole day shift if the well goes run, like this well right here. You could do a day shift and be good, and then take the whole night off if you want it, or take half the night off. Like you said, you ain't gotta run as hard.
How many times you been over that way?
Where? That one right there?
Yeah.
Like that would have been maybe my eighth.
It's the first time I.
Maybe my 8th load. No, 6th or 7th load. Yeah.
They unload real good there. I didn't.
No. Every if you're hauling for WPX or that crew right there, that pusher, your ass is going. You going. The other pusher, I don't know what happened to him. He probably went back to Texas, but he was fucking around. He's a day shift. Spanish guy. He would have that bitch back to back. But it's that crew. It's all about that wire line, that crew. And it's all about the sand crew and that wire, specifically for that wire crew. That wire crew that they that
shit's me up.
Sorry. That wire crew that they got on that they have it. I think it's always that crew, that same crew. That fucking crew don't fuck around. That motherfucker goes.
Yeah.
They go. They get that bitch going.
Yeah, and everything out here is 24 hours a day. Like nothing shut down.
Where we're at right now?
Oh yeah,
with
you know,
these
like the
guys?
sand places, the wells, everything's always 24 hours. Nothing shuts down. If it shuts down, it's because something's broke.
Yeah.
You know, something's
It was
wrong.
broke a couple days ago for like half a day. Remember?
Yeah, that's the first time I've been to that actual well today.
So how long you been out here?
But Sunday was 3 weeks, so this coming Sunday will be a month.
Okay. So he's running like a motherfucker. He came out here and he's like, he was like how I was when I came out here. I was non-stop, was not fucking around. I would sleep for a few, get right back at it. But yeah, so he's out here 3 weeks. He burning like a motherfucker.
The main thing, like you was talking about, as far as out here when people get pissed off, is because they can't get enough load. He was right about that.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Like
But-
right now, I'm wanting to load something like that.
Yeah. Don't say it. Tell me later. But is it
We're just the guy I'm with. We only get stuff from one company, so that's where we could do a lot better if he branch out.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I got 4 guys. That's the thing, man. I'm running with. I got 4. Wait, how many brokers I got? I got like 4 fucking brokers, man.
Yeah.
Are you running for those guys? Okay. All right.
No, but that's the whole thing right now. Like, if he had more,
Yeah.
we'd be rolling, you know. But
There
that's,
we go.
for some reason they've told him he's like on the top list first as far as contractors
fucking
get
matter.
going. And I'm like, man,
You gotta have more than one broker.
they run their company trucks before they run us.
You gotta have more brokers than that.
Because their guys are running right now.
Oh, there's
Fucking sitting here, yeah.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are running.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers
There ain't
are
that
running.
many trucks here at all right now.
Look, like you said, it's 24 hours a day out here,
Yeah.
man. Now, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you one thing, though. I called a couple other guys after I left. No, before I got that load. And they were down because of the wind. Remember, the wind was pretty bad. It was like 24 miles an hour.
Yeah, with gusts up to 55 is what it said.
Wow.
When I was like, oh, you want to hear some crazy shit?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we was hauling for Halliburton, and they only needed 2 days to finish the well. And this all happened this past weekend. And a bunch of places ran out of 30-50 on the sand, you know. And that's what they needed. Well, they run out on site, and the suppliers had run out. They sent 20 trucks to Casper, Wyoming. We got 100 fish. No, I mean 30-50. And it was $23.99,
Wow.
$2,399.32 a load. So that was, you know what?
27%?
Well, what I'm saying, they spent like $48,000 just on shipping to get 20 loads up here. And then the next day, the suppliers had it. I'm like, why in the hell would you spend that kind of money? But like with me,
They don't matter. They don't give a fuck.
I mean, that
nothing.
was
Hey,
insane, man.
that's nothing. My partner, the guy that owns this truck, he made $30,000 in 3 weeks. It was $10,000 a week.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah, because they had him go somewhere down like Montana to go get sand because it was an accident. Yeah, man.
I left from Stanley up there. You know where Stanley's at, right? I left out of there, and it was 1,027 miles round trip to the well. But from the well down,
So you
it was
picked
like
it.
40
So you
grand.
loaded in Stanley.
No, I was empty. So I left from Stanley because they had run out of sand up there. Left from Stanley, went to Casper, and came back to the well, and it was 1,027 miles. But for just the
Wow.
from the well site to the loadout was 489, so one way. So the whole trip was, just under 1,000 if you'd have just went straight
How many
out.
loads you just that one
Just
load?
that one, yeah. Yeah, when I pulled in, it was 5 trucks that just got in just in front of me coming from there too.
Wow.
That's beautiful out there. Wyoming, 80 mile an hour speed limit, man, on the
Yeah.
interstate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never seen that. It's crazy. You see on 2 is 70. 70 miles an hour on 2-lane road. I'm like, man, back where are you from? Miami. Yeah, so it's the same thing.
We doing 100 miles in the 70 zone.
Yeah.
We got a turnpike. Hey, who know about that turnpike, boy, in Miami? Motherfucker say 70 miles an hour. Bitch be, old lady, she be driving a Jaguar. She doing 95 miles an hour. Going to fucking Fort Lauderdale. That old lady be driving a Jaguar going 95 miles an hour on that fucking turnpike. Shit. Speed limit 70 miles an hour, old lady. They don't give a fuck. Shit, I would leave Miami, like Miami going up to like Boca or going up to Fort Lauderdale. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm in a fucking Range Rover Sport. I'm doing 130 miles an hour, man. And I'm lit up. I'm talking about I've been drinking, and I'm lit like a motherfucker. Doing 130, and it's raining. Yeah, man.
That's some crazy shit.
But those cops out there, they don't really fuck around like that down in Miami, like too much. You know what I mean? But it's just like South Florida. I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that.
They let you get away with shit.
I don't say they let you. They just don't really be fucking with you about that. You know? But Tampa, oh yeah, Tampa, they don't fuck around. Tampa area, Orlando, like that I-4 area. Oh yeah, and like 75, like over by what's that? Naples and all. Yeah, they light your ass up. But for some reason in South Florida, they don't fuck around too much, man.
Yeah, Charlotte area, they tear your ass up. Like you talking about earlier about the speed out here.
Oh,
yeah, they don't.
Is that where you from? Charlotte?
Charlotte, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got my ex lives in Charlotte, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got an ex. She got 2 kids. She just had a baby. She's from Charlotte.
What part of Charlotte?
I don't know. But I know when I would drive Charlotte, when I would drive through Charlotte when I was doing the OCR, I would always call her up, and if I had some time, I would try to meet her for coffee. But I never had time because she was on a busy schedule, and I would only be in for a few hours. But that traffic, oh my God, it's a motherfucker. I would call her and say, hey, I'm in Charlotte, I'm stuck in traffic. She's she knew exactly where I was at.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They're putting in toll lanes there now.
Yeah. She said, you must be right there, like the highway. I said, how'd you know that? She's like, I live in Charlotte.
That's where bottom is. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Charlotte's growing so fast.
Is it still fucked up, the traffic?
Yeah, they're putting in toll lanes and stuff, though, adding to help.
How the fuck is that gonna help? That's gonna fucking make worse.
Express lanes, so it's like.
Oh, the express. Okay.
Express lanes.
That sounds better. I was like, how the fuck you gonna put toll lanes in a fucking congested highway? That's gonna make so
it's
much
express
worse.
so that they can. All them rich folks up here at the lake. That's because mainly 77 come from the lake.
Charlotte's nice. I like it. It's nice, but I just didn't like that fucking traffic, dude.
Yeah.
That traffic was worse. It's terrible, man. That's a rush hour. You ain't moving, man.
Yeah.
You ain't moving. Well, you moving,
Yeah.
but you got a distance. It's kind of fucking. Well, for driving a truck, we're trying to get through. So it's a process.
Yeah, 77 north for years has been like even during the day when it's not rush hour. Get out there. That's what they're hoping to fix. It's like 26 miles of that express lane, north and south.
Well, man, like I was saying, the girl, she's like, you changing lives, because, when motherfuckers see that video, especially when I start posting that shit with the cash, showing how much I'm making, or what my goals are to make, if everything goes well with the well, like this well here, there's a damn good chance I'm hitting my goals, you know what I mean? Because these wells that they run are back to back. And you'll know, if you stay with them long enough, you'll see it back to back. But it's starting to get cold. Now we're starting to get all this fucking bullshit wind. So I don't know, that might affect the way it's been running the last few days because of the wind and all that shit. Because the other wells that I try to get a hold of with the other broker, they shut down for the wind.
Yeah, BJ does that a lot.
Summertime, yeah, that's what happened. BJ, they shut down. But was I gonna say, summertime wasn't like that. It was nice and calm. It was hot as fuck. They were running back to back. They weren't fucking around. Every broker was trying to get a hold, and like you, I was here for 3 weeks, and I was literally just 24/7, just sleeping.
Yeah.
waking up and driving.
Yep.
Sleeping, waking up and driving. When I say sleep, I'm talking about sleeping on site, motherfucker, waiting to get unloaded. Waiting on site. As soon as that get done, sleeping for an hour or so, my ass back on the road.
When you was talking about the wind, that's what reminded me of that trip to Wyoming this past weekend. When we were down there, it was 40 mile an hour, and then they were
40 fucking mile an hour wind.
yeah, and they were calling for 60 later on that day, 60 mile an hour winds.
60 fuck. That's hurricane, motherfucker. That's hurricane wind, 60 mile an hour. How did it feel on the truck?
It sucks. See, I got the tall sleeper, so it catches more wind. Oh man,
You feeling it?
oh hell yeah, I feel it here. I mean, it'll blow my
You're
ass.
slapping it?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! I don't feel shit in this bad boy.
Yeah, that one because it's so tall, it catches so much
Yeah.
more wind.
Fuck that.
And then like sleeping, I mean, it feels like this.
Somebody's pushing you,
It
right?
feels like there's gorillas on the side rocking the truck back and forth.
That happened to me this morning. I thought somebody was jumping on the truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? But it's the wind.
Yep.
You know?
I mean, it'll rock that thing.
Can't
like
carry no
crazy.
pistol. I wish I could carry a pistol because I'd light this bitch up. Motherfucker be acting crazy with me. But convicted felon can't carry no pistol. But I got a couple blades, motherfucker. I got a couple blades. You come to my sleeper, motherfucker. I'm gonna cut your ass up. Come to my goddamn sleep and see what happens. Don't come over this bitch unannounced. You better knock. You better knock first before you come in my sleeper. Because he come in my sleeper, boy, I'm gonna cut your ass up. And then I'm gonna call the police and be like, hey, look, I got some dumb motherfucker out here laying out here bleeding up. But yeah, this morning I was sleeping and I literally thought somebody was on the truck shaking the truck.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
That was the wind.
It's crazy.
That was the wind shaking this morning.
When I was sitting over there where we were unloading at, and the wind was cutting, and I had a few minutes because I had 40/70, and he could only take one load of that every stage, so I had to wait a little bit. And I looked up on the Weather Channel and it said it was 20-something mile an hour at that point with gusts up to 55 in the area, like in Mandaree or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, it was for what the temperature was. I got a gauge outside, digital, and for what the temperature was, man, the wind didn't come. It felt like it said the wind chill was 20. It felt like it was.
What time was this? Where were you at here?
Right there at that well site. Yeah.
What time?
I got there at 1 o'clock.
In the morning?
No.
In the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was you when I went past you, and I was going to stop and walk back over there, but there was a truck right on my ass, and he worked for the company we're leased to, so I kept going. But I told my wife, I was like, I know that's him. I was like, I know it had to be him, because I showed her the video too. You know?
Huh? Yeah.
I showed her before I came out, before I got started. Man.
That's good, man. So what video actually got the fire on your ass to come out here? Which
I
video?
don't remember exactly, but it was the ones when you were talking about, you know, how much you can make and how much a week. And,
So it was the cash. It was the cash and the numbers that got him out here.
oh hell yeah. Yeah, and then you know, I guess things had, from what you find out, you know, once you're out here, that things had fell off, but it's picking back up. Been picking back up for the last year. It should just steadily keep climbing.
Oh yeah, man. There was one guy when I first came out here. I had just got my equipment delivered, and I got it on my video. But when I first got the equipment delivered, I was working out outside right there at the Loves, and the guy was talking to me, and he's like, "Look, man," he's like, you know, right up until this point, he's like, just a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, this was fucking ghost town. There was no fucking trucks here. Just at that Love's truck stop in Williston, North Dakota, he said there was no goddamn fucking trucks there. You go by that bitch, it'll be fucking ghost town.
Now you can't find a parking spot.
Now, if you a truck driver and you hauling sand, motherfucker, or you hauling water, and you talk shit about Trump, let me tell you something, man. If it wasn't for Trump, your ass wouldn't be out here making this money. I'll tell you that straight the fuck up. And I said this in my videos in the past, before I was even out here. You know, I was hoping for Trump to be president because the guy that put me on, he was making, you know, a shit ton of money, and that's the guy that told me about this. He was from West Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I met him at Celadon when I was doing OTR, my last job. But that's why I was hoping for Trump to win, and he won. And that guy that told me at the Loves, he says right up to the point where he would right when he took office or right when he won, that's when the trucks started coming in. And everything that guy told me in West Virginia that put me on, it was right on point. It was right on point, man.
Hey, I talked to a guy the other day, actually a mechanic, and he said that there's like 12,000 wells out here that have been drilled that haven't been fracked. So it's like, it doesn't matter, like the oil price is too much as far as things rolling.
Oh, you mean as far as us being here?
Yeah, there's like 12,000 wells. That's
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Just since Trump's been president, once he got elected, it changed the game for everything. You know what I mean? It changed the game for everything because all these oil companies, they were all invested with Trump, and they all voted for Trump. They were all invested. They were holding back.
You see what
They were holding back all production. That's why there was no trucks out here. They were holding all that shit back, right up to the point where they knew he was elected. Once he was elected, they were like, bring it, let's do it, let's make this money.
Yeah, and they're still drilling now. Like I just sent a picture the other day. My wife, there was 3 rigs, like 2 on one side of the road and 1 on the other, right beside the highway. I mean, you know, every now and then you see rigs, but they was.
You mean like the roughnecks?
The drill, yeah, where they're drilling a new well. Like what we're doing is where they're fracking after the well's already been.
Right. Got them roughnecks in there tearing shit up.
Yeah, so they're still drilling new, but there's also, like the mechanic said, there was like 12,000 that haven't been fracked yet.
Oh, I believe it.
That's still out there.
Did you fly in or did you drive?
No,
did you see everything on the ground when you flew in? You see all those fucking wellheads?
Oh yeah.
You see all those pads?
Yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
see all those square pads?
Yeah, and if you go on, like I haven't done it here yet, but when I was in Pennsylvania, I went on the site that shows like where all the wells are, and man, it was just unbelievable how many. Just in Pennsylvania alone, I mean, it was thousands and thousands and thousands.
Look, when you come in into North Dakota and you flying in, you look down, you'll see nothing but motherfucking wells, man. As soon as you get into the state of North Dakota, because in the airplane, sometimes they'll show you the state right when you hit state line. When you hit state line into North Dakota, look down. If you could see down, you'll see nothing but wells, man, back to back. I'm talking about, and they close together too, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back.
Yeah, and then the jacks, the pump jacks, that go up and down the way. Yeah. Like a lot of them, just because there's 2 or 3 there now, doesn't mean they're finished. Like they had some kind of deal to where they have to do.
Yeah, they gotta go in every 6 months or every whatever it is.
But they're gonna come back. Like there's a place where I went.
I did the same thing
the other day. Like my boss was telling me that there's one right up the road from where we stay, and there's 2, but they're gonna come back later and put like 6 more on that it's already planned to. Man, I was out. It was between Ross and Williston.
Right on 2.
And there's
2?
Yeah, off of 2 somewhere out there.
Yeah.
And there's pads that have literally, man, like 20 wells on one pad, 20 jacks pumping right now. Every time you see a jack, that's a well. In the way that they have so many wells, because I was like, well, how the hell can they have so many so close together? But it's because they go down and then out. So like, if you could see them from up above underneath the ground, it'd be like a spider web.
Right.
They just kept, because like they only go down and out once, but it may go like 20,000 feet. They'll go like 10,000 down and 8,000 out or whatever. And also there's just one single line on one where the other one may go over that way.
Right.
And I mean, when you see 20 on one pad, man, that is some rich ass ground. But there's that whole area out through there had multiples. I mean, I seen them with 10, 12. It's like, holy shit! There's the yellow and blue ones.
That's Hess. Anything yellow, that's Hess. That's big money.
Awesome.
That's that big money.
I've never seen so many pumps in one. I wanted to be able to take a picture and show some guys. Like,
sure, man.
I was driving this in the little ass road out.
But
yeah.
Yeah, that's what somebody also said. What I heard was that they have to go back. They have to go back, like after so many times to each well, and go back and pump or whatever they do to those wells. Like say for example, that well, we'll be going back to that well, or after a while. I don't know what the numbers are, how many weeks it is, but from what I heard, the guy that told me he knew his shit because he's been out here for a while. But he says they gotta go back. They have like like a I don't know what it's called. Like it's like a condition they have to do to have the I don't know the access to that land or some shit. I don't know what it was. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you had that in order because they leased that like everything like that property. That's not their property. They're leased onto that property.
Right.
So they have to go back every so often to go pump that shit up.
Well,
or do whatever.
what it might be is where, from what I understand between what the guy was telling me, that, like, say they're planning on putting 8 wells right now. They got to put in the first 2 or so, and then they'll leave and go somewhere else. And they got so much time to come back, and then they'll put in the other ones. That's probably what he's talking about.
Okay.
Because they don't usually do like 8 or something at one time.
Right.
But they'll, that's the way I understand it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's more work up here than.
As long as they don't assassinate Trump.
Don't even talk like that.
No, I'm saying no. As long as they we're talking real shit. Just like they did Kennedy. You know, John F. Kennedy. You know, he was standing up for what he wanted to do, right? And he stepped on a lot of folks, especially those politics. You know what I mean? Those politicians, they ain't like that shit. They ain't like what he was doing. It's the same thing with it's the same thing with these politicians are looking at Trump. They don't like what the fuck he's doing. So yeah, he's rubbing a lot of motherfuckers wrong, man. You know what I mean? He's rubbing a lot of motherfuckers wrong.
Yeah.
So there's always a good chance somebody's gonna try to put him in the ground. That's just how it is. Now as long as let me tell you something. As long as Trump is still breathing, these oil fields are gonna crank up.
You know,
Yeah, as long as Trump keeps some badass, because from what I understand, Trump got his own motherfucking bodyguard. He got his own crew. I don't know what he said. He somehow got his own crew. Is what I heard online or on YouTube. So as long as he keep his own crew and keep everything close, because he should be firing everybody in that motherfucker, right? He get rid of them motherfuckers. You know, Trump be getting rid of them motherfuckers, man. If he don't like your ass, he get your ass up out of there. That's a good thing, because
I've never seen nothing like it.
you know, if he can't trust you, that's what happened to Kennedy. You know, he had all those motherfuckers around him that he couldn't trust, but that's how he got assassinated. You know what I mean? You got all those politicians, they were all working together to get rid of him. See, Trump, he don't play that shit. Motherfucker, he don't like your ass, you ain't doing what the fuck he's saying. If he ain't feeling you, you getting your ass up out of there. He'll get your ass up out of there. So as long as they keep Trump breathing, the oil fields ain't going nowhere. Now they fuck around and get Clinton in there, you go ahead and pack your bags now, because the oil field gonna be done. You know, I don't know if she's got access to be election, but no, if something were to happen to Trump like Kennedy, you know how Kennedy passed? Who was the next guy off of Kennedy?
I don't know.
But you get what I'm saying. It was the next man in chief. So it'd be what's the guy's name?
I don't know when he was getting white hair.
Yeah, the guy with the white hair. So you know, if something happened to Trump, I don't know about the other guy. You know, hopefully he's still you know pro oil.
Yeah.
But you fuck around and get Hillary in that motherfucker, you might as well just pack your bags. Because Hillary's all about solar and the batteries and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's why it was what do you call that thing? What do you call it when it weighs on one side? The thing that swings.
Pendulum?
The pendulum was either on Clinton's side or Trump's side, meaning either it was gonna go oil or it wasn't gonna go oil. The pendulum was swinging one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the oil companies, and that's why there were no trucks out here a few months ago, right before Trump was elected. Right before, like in November, December, before the elections, there were no trucks out here, man. That shit was a ghost town here in Williston, North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as soon as he got elected, boom, everything started rolling. Now, fucked around if Clinton was president, I wouldn't have been up here. I probably would have been doing reefer or oversize or something where it was money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oversize.
Oversize. We probably would have been doing some oversize or some shit.
But as far as security or people worrying about a risk, I mean, whatever it costs you to get out here, you'll make that back in the first week. And as far as security, like I said, I mean, there's so much work out here. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know,
Tell them that. Tell them that. I don't think they get might have to get a little. Tell him, man. Tell him how you spend it out here. How much it cost you to get you out here?
Mine was last minute. It was like 700 something, but like now when I'm scheduling ahead of time, it's like 450 or something like that. And that's flying all the way from Charlotte. But yeah, I mean, you'll definitely recover that in the first week. And as far as job security, I mean, there's so many different wells. And like I said, there's 12,000 that haven't even been fracked yet. That they said that from where they drilled when they were out here before.
Oh man, I don't even need to know the fucking numbers. I know there's a lot of fucking work out here.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot.
there's a lot of work out here. These motherfuckers, you know, it's the brokers, whatever you want to call them. They need trucks. They need trucks. You know what I mean? And they don't really give a fuck. They don't really give a fuck how many loads you get. They just need them motherfuckers. They need them fucking loads done. They don't give a fuck if you got sleep or not. They get your ass. They need you out here. They need trucks. You know what I mean? So you'll make money. You know, that's why back in 2012, 2013, 2014, a little partner I met up here, he says these motherfuckers are upside down. When he's like, I was like, upside down? Fuck you mean upside down? He said they were dead because they were running so many hours and they were making so much money. They were making more money than what we're making out here now.
Yeah.
As far as the rates. Because back then they had no fucking roads. Most of the roads out here were all dirt roads.
Yeah.
So it was literally cowboy shit out here. Like they were not fucking around. There was nothing but trucks out here. 2012, 2013, 2014, these motherfuckers were making a killing out here. A fucking killing, but at the same time, they were literally killing themselves because they were running so hard because the money was so good. They weren't sleeping. You know what I mean? So they were crashing and dying all the time, man. That's why the partner that I met up here that does water, I forgot his name, man. He's on my video. He's the guy that does water. He says, man, these motherfuckers are, you know, you gotta be careful out here because you could be upside down. I didn't know what the fuck you meant by that. Meaning you'll be upside down in the grave. You'll be in the dirt right now. You'll be upside down. We on top, we upside down. I was like, oh shit. So there was a couple times where I would fade out a little bit when I would drive, man. Like, but it's like how he just got here. I would fade out. I'd be exhausted, man. But I was just chasing. But I got to the point where I just like, hey, look, I need to get some sleep. You know what I mean? Like literally, like crash and just, you know, change the game plan and, you know, try to retweak it to where I'm not, you know, being, you know, endangering myself. But
yeah, it's crazy about how it used to be out here with the roads, and they built all new roads. And
they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Like the road we're on. They're fucking building that motherfucker as soon as we get out there.
Yeah.
You see how quick they are? Like before we just when we started coming out there, they just start laying new dirt down just so it's smoother. Because before when they came out there a couple of days ago, it was rough as a motherfucker.
Yeah, there's some roads out there like some
it was rough.
back roads, but like the highways, they said a lot of these highways that are paved now that weren't before. They were
all
just
dirt.
like you said, just dirt.
It's dirt, bro.
It's crazy, man. And then like you get on these dirt roads now, and it's like so much traffic. You're like, what the hell? And it's a highway team, and it's a dirt road. What the hell, man? But yeah, it's wild. I'm good.
Good?
But yeah, whenever you get done with this, I got some shit to tell you for sure. Yeah, especially about that 520 thing. 520, 21. We was talking about, you know, on the load. Yeah, something like that.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, almost 2.
What?
Yeah, we're talking.
Put y'all on mute for a second, man. Gotta talk to them about this money.
he's like, I don't know, he's in his 50s, and he's been over here since he was 20, straight up from Ireland, right? And
That was a truck.
yeah, and he drives too. He'll work my ass in the ground, man. I mean, he ran. I can't remember if it was 5 or 6 loads, but he made, like, if it was the 25% or whatever for the driver, it was almost $900 and within a 24-hour period. And I was like, oh, fuck. That's like just to the, like, that's what I would have made if I was doing it. And like the other day, he ran 3 loads in 14 hours. See, I hadn't had that kind of luck. I mean, I would run 3 loads, but it take me 24 hours. But I was having issues with the pop off on the blower, and then I had a bad valve in the trailer.
Yeah,
Now we got everything fixed. Like, if I have a short hose going into
Yeah, that's what you want.
going into an empty, I can, or an empty bin, I can blow off in 35 minutes. From the time I engage the blower to the time I disengage to cool it down. Now, not the whole process, but just,
just the
blowing
blow.
off. Like today over there, I had about 30 feet of hose on a 45. We got a 45 at the end of the track that we put on, and it took 45 minutes.
That's not bad.
No, not at all. Because like there was times when I was having lunch.
Huh?
There's been times when that pop-off valve was blowing, I'd have all kind of trouble because it was popping at 14.
Oh, you were getting
getting plugged up.
You getting plugged up.
Yeah. Oh my God, no doubt. But it had, because the pop-off was wore out, and it started at like, when I first started with the truck, it was doing it at like 15, and I'm like, man, this shit's supposed to be like 18 or higher. And you know how it'll surge sometimes, when you're, well, it would surge and it hit that 15, and then the pop-off goes off, it loses pressure, plugs. Then it got so bad it was doing it at 14, and I was like, dude, you gotta change it. Now it's at 18.
What did he do? How did he change it?
It's just right underneath there. You just screw it off and screw the new one on. It was just wore out. Like they're on the trailer too. You'll have one on the blower under the truck somewhere, and then one on the trailer so that the tank can't pressurize
Overpressurized?
Yeah, so it'll pop off, so no more pressure can go in. And then like when you plug up and you hear all that loud shit at the truck, that's so it can't over pressurize it.
Okay.
But they're designed.
I didn't know that, so
yeah.
I'm learning
Yeah.
right now.
And
I would keep even when I hear that bitch keep pushing, I'm still cranking up. I give a fuck about that. Blow up, motherfucker! I'm trying to throw this saying about this bitch. He's saying because what happens is the blower will make a whistling sound when it's about too much pressure. It's too much pressure into the tank, or I know there's too much pressure. I didn't know the whole thing he was just explaining, but I don't give a fuck about that thing. I hear that bitch whistle. I keep pressure up. I turn the pressure up. I got that pressure up. I don't give a fuck that bitch blow, but now I'm trying to get that sand up out of here. I get the fuck out of here. That bitch, every time you don't know if you heard me, but that bitch a whistling. I was like, let that bitch whistle. I'm cranking that motherfucker. I got that bitch up like 18, 17 PSI, bitch. Go!
Man, the biggest difference between here and back where we were at in Pennsylvania is out there, there's no movers and bins and all the shit like there is here.
What do they got over there?
Silos, big fucking silos. And
like the Halliburton one. You seen that one? The Halliburton? You seen that one?
Yeah, they're way bigger than that.
Wow.
Yeah, I got some pictures in my other phone, but they'll have like 6 or 8 of them, and so you're blowing through like 30 or 40 feet on the ground. So if you're up to a close one, it can only be like 20 feet of hose. So that's like horizontal, and then it's 60 feet straight up.
Right.
So it's 60 feet up before it drops in.
Right.
And so out there, like here, like sometimes you'll run a little top air to keep the pressure on the tank. There you don't. You pressurize the tank and you shut that shit off, so all the air is going through the product line because you got to go up, and you try to stay around 15 because if not, you'll be there forever. But what happens out there? These blowers have, like some people call them a hot plug, some of them call it a melt plug or heat plug, but it's like a thermal protection plug that when it gets hot, the shit will melt around it, and thing pops out so that so the blower cannot like self-destruct it. And there's one on the bottom and one on the top. And out there, you be blowing them bitches all the time because they're working so hard. Whereas here, you know, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Your hardest part is just a curve on the ground usually.
Right, but with those silos, you got to go up. So there's a lot more pressure you got to put up.
Yeah, and the first time it happened to me, there was like 3 inches of mud, like hog slop on the ground. I was like, shit. And luckily they let me unhook, because you know a lot of them times.
You talking about here?
No, this was in Pennsylvania. Because like out here, I don't even think nobody even blows in plugs because there's nowhere near as much
pressure.
Right, they're not working nowhere near as hard.
Because
like
even you said, it's only down and going up a little bit.
Yeah, and even with the Halliburton's castles, it ain't nothing compared to
No, because I blew it off.
Yeah.
For the first time, Halliburton has those big castles, those big silos he's talking about. I only did it like 2 or 3 times, right? Same thing. That bitch will still whistle. I don't give a fuck. Crank up. I had that bitch, 15, 17 PSI trying to blow that bitch off, man. And I tell you what, I blew up pretty damn quick. Fucking with those silos.
Yeah, I'd rather go. To be honest with you, I'd rather do a silo than a mover any day of the week, because out there I didn't have no trouble, nothing. Out here, you know what happens when they put you in one and then they hold the whole load.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And you got to move to another one.
Yeah.
And you know everything that goes
shit
along
pisses
with
me
that.
off, man.
Yeah, I'm like, you got one job, man.
Yeah.
See how much sand is in that motherfucker? How much space there is? And
we're having issues. But it is what it is, man.
But,
I don't really think about it.
But out there you'll blow those plugs. Like if everything's going right, it won't. But if something is
so when you said the plugs that were blowing over there in Pennsylvania, what happens when they blow? You have to go in there like mechanically.
No, it's right on the outside. Yeah, you got to get down there. Like there's one that's on the top. Depending on where you like the way this blower is on this truck, the way it's mounted, you'd have to get on the ground no matter what. But the truck that I had, the top one, if it blew, you could get it from right there. You could see it, just in between the frame and us.
So how do you readjust it?
Well, you just take it out.
You have to actually mechanically take it.
Yeah, you just take a socket in the thing, and you just take the old one out and put the other one in. I mean, it's quick. I mean, you can do
but
it
still,
in
that's
3
some
minutes.
bullshit. But you saying these guys are really blowing those fucking things?
Yeah, and if there's something going on with the, because they have dust control up in them, a dust control system. Even though you still see dust and shit flying out of them, they still have. And there's an air compressor that supplies air to that to make it work. Well, if it's not turned up enough, or if something's stopped up, then you'll have to work harder to get into it. And there was one time when they were having issues, and out of 20 trucks that was servicing that, in 3 days it was like 15 or 16 plugs that went out. Whereas normally, you could go.
So what's the time in that they actually fix that fucker?
Oh, like
5 minutes? 10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
So not bad.
No, just it sucked because I had to get in the mud and shit to do it.
Oh, see that'd be a problem.
But them plugs are like if you get them in bulk, I think they're like you can get them for 50 or 60. But
so these guys in Pennsylvania, they got to buy a pack of these fuckers.
You need to keep them with it, yeah.
Yeah,
and they're like 50 or 60 if you get them in bulk, but single, I think they can be like $80 or $90 a piece. But a quick fix to get through, but you definitely want to.
What do you got to do?
You can put a quarter in there, because what it is the plug. It's like a big, say you picture a bolt, okay, and in the bolt through the middle, it's like a cross, like a plus sign, and then on the end of it, that's on the inside, would be like a brass piece or something that looks like a quarter, the size of a quarter. Well, around it is like this rubber type stuff. So when it gets so hot, it lets go, it melts, lets go, and then that piece just flies out. But if you put a quarter, if you take it out, put a quarter on it, put it back in, you can finish unloading. But you just gotta be careful because it doesn't have the. No, it won't fly out.
Fuck, burn shit up.
Yeah, because now it doesn't have the relief, the thermal relief, But it's a way to get empty at least if you don't have one to replace it with. But out here you don't have to deal with that.
I'm glad because that would piss me off. Especially being in the mud, because out here it gets nasty out here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, but it gets, like you said, like pig slop.
Yeah. And a buddy of mine is still out there, and he said they've had so much rain lately, and he said it's so bad, man. And on them pads, as long as you don't get stuck and can move, they don't give a shit. They don't do nothing
I
about
know,
it.
but they're real dirty then. They're in the fucking mud. They got rain suits and shit, all muddy.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
Man, and out there,
Are they making more money? They're not making no
no.
money than us.
no, they're not making as much. It's
Oh,
not for the amount of
man.
time. But the hills, excuse me, the pads, a lot of them are real steep. The leash road going up to it, and usually the steep part, it won't be. It'll be like an eighth of a mile or something like that. But if you don't know what you're doing and you don't hit it right, you'll get stuck on the dry in the gravel, and just with no way, just dry gravel,
Yeah.
you'll get stuck on it. But in the wintertime, they have to keep like a logger skidder or a dozer or
Yeah,
something
to pull you up.
them up, because
Yep.
even with chains, you won't make it because
you
they're so
won't make it.
steep.
That's what I heard about West Virginia. The guy was telling me about
Yeah.
this, got me started. He's like, yeah, if you come to West Virginia, they're going to have to just pull you with the dozer. Straight, because you know how West Virginia get
Yeah,
real icy and shit.
yeah, and that area in Pennsylvania is the same way. I mean, it was beautiful country. I mean, real pretty. But I was there
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't
money,
like
not
that. I
the
hate Pennsylvania
sights.
just because of the truck, being in the truck, driving a truck. I don't like West Virginia, Pennsylvania. Not my favorite spot to drive a truck, man. I hate them motherfuckers because they're too fucking steep, man.
Oh, dude,
They're
there
too
was
steep and they're too windy.
Yeah, there was a hill going to this one pad that we got down to 7 miles an hour climbing that hill. I mean, it just giving it all it's got. And then, like, if you miss a gear on that,
Oh,
you got to start all over.
Yeah, bro.
But the thing where I was saying it could take up to 2 hours to go 60 miles is because of those hills. And then when you're not on the hills, there's a lot of just windy, curvy roads, with like 10, 15 mile an hour curves and stuff. I mean, that's what
So it
could take up to 2 hours to go.
And
60
how many miles is the total?
Like it could take up to 2 hours to go 60
how many-
miles.
To go 60 miles, it take you 2 hours. That's double. Right now, this load that we're doing is 63 miles. I take a shortcut that I'm not supposed to take. So what's that shortcut? How many miles is that, you think?
Are you going on 12?
Hell yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
That's cutting out. Hell, I had looked it up on my thing. I
What
can't
is that,
remember.
about 30 miles? A half?
Probably close.
Like 30
Because you got to go down past it and come up 14 to come in. Yeah, I don't know how much the ticket is in there.
2,000.
Is it really? And you're going? Are you crazy? Man,
2,000.
man, there ain't nowhere in hell I'm gonna take a
So,
chance on a $2,000
No,
ticket.
let me make sure I got the right one, man. Is it 12?
Right after, okay, you know where the chain removal area is on 22? Where the place where it gets real wide, there's a big rig on one side and they're fracking on the other side.
Right. All right. So look, the road that I take, it's right before you go down the hill and onto the little windy
Yeah.
stretch. Is that the
You're
road?
going through some kind of town when you go on that road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little town. It's got the 2 stop signs.
I don't know, because I ain't been in there because they ain't supposed to be.
All right,
Yeah.
but right before I make that left off of 22,
There's a big rig on the left. Or rig. Or no, that's.
no, right before I
You
go,
ain't even
look,
made it that far.
if I'm still on that was that 22 or 23?
22 is the one that goes all over.
Yeah, well, we have to go from 23. 23 goes through Newtown, right?
Yeah, you take 23 to 22.
All right, so 22, if I keep going on 22 and I go down the hill, but right before I go down that hill, that's the road I hit.
Yeah,
That you're not supposed to take.
right.
What's that, 12 you said?
Yeah. Yeah, because when they send us down to 14, and then we
Yeah.
come back up to 12, and over to 10.
Yeah,
And we pick up 12 on us.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're going through there, man. How many times have you
And
been there?
I saw a state trooper there. He said fucking 2 state troopers. They ain't fucking me.
Really?
There were rigs coming in and out that motherfucker. That's why I did it. I seen water rigs coming out of it. I could see the sand, the dirt guys going there, right? But I was seeing water trucks going in and going out of that motherfucker. Coming in and going out. So I'm like, fuck that, I'm going through that. You know what I mean? I can see them letting the dirt guys go in there because they gotta lay down the roads.
Yeah.
But the water tankers got no business going through that bitch.
Yeah, you saving probably at least 20 minutes.
Oh, it's a lot more than that.
At least. Yeah. Going in
Like, yeah,
because-
there you right about 20, 30 minutes.
Because we have to go past it.
You have to go past and go all the way around.
Yeah, if you
dude.
look on the map,
you save way more than 20 minutes. But that's the reason why I did it. because I saw those motherfuckers in and out. No,
But
actually,
you-
when I left, when I was leaving Pad, and I got onto that road 12 or 14, where the fuck that is, I saw the fucking trucks going right instead of left. I was
Oh, yeah?
like, well, fuck that. Like I said, and they weren't dirt guys either. These were water guys. So I was like, fuck that. If they're doing it, I'm doing it. That being said, you know, fucking monkey jumps off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too? Well, in this case, yeah, motherfucker, because it saved me money and I'm making more money. But yeah, it's a $2,000 fucking bill.
Did you see on 14? I mean, I've been all over the country, and I've never seen a road like set up like that. At the very beginning, there's a scale, and at the end, there's a scale. Just on 14.
Oh, you talking about right when you pull up?
Yeah, I mean, just in that. What is that? Like 6 mile stretch. There's one coming and one going, and it's a permanent scale, but only if
They hook up. Only if they hook up.
if he comes and hooks up. And when I turned on it, he was sitting there. I was like, oh shit. And then there was one on the other end. I've never seen nothing like that before. And then that's a 55 mile an hour or something through there. You know, there ain't hardly any 55 out here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, be careful.
I was like, damn, well, it was working this way out right here. And
Yeah,
it's
so-
killing both ends.
Like I told you guys before, man, the money's good out here. You know, the money's real good. So, you know, the money can change your life. I know it's gonna change your life. You know, you ain't. He got lucky. He said he was making $1,200 a week back home in Charlotte. Well, average folks still ain't making that kind of money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He was still doing good before he even got here. But the average motherfucker, you know, if you ain't got a college degree, you know, because the girlfriend I got in Austin, their high-end guys at Chase Bank were making what he was making, $1,200-$1,300 a week. And they had college degrees and all that other bullshit. In the banking system, in the financial system, that's what these guys were making. So, you know, you coming out here making 3 times what those fuckers are making, and they got a college degree of, you know, 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. You know, I got another girlfriend that was actually my girlfriend. She had a bachelor's degree, and now she's got a master's degree, and she's making almost $100,000 for the year. You know how many years she had to go to school for that? Almost fucking 10 years, maybe a little bit more. So she did 10 years of school, where you go to trucking school, you know, it take you a year and then another year to get your experience. So 2 years, you know, you can come out in the oil fields and make, if you got your own truck, you make $12,000 in a week. You know, if you running. Now, not all the wells are going to be like this, but for the most part, a lot of these wells will run back to back. You know, I'm just talking about this well that I'm on. Me and him are on. It's back to back. I can make $12,000 in a week if I have my own fucking truck. You know what I mean? So if you do the math, 12,000 times 4. Let's do the math.
48.
So 12,000. He says 48, right? All right, so 48 and times that by 12. That's $576,000 for the year.
Holy shit.
You know, but
$500,000.
that's yeah. It's 4 loads a day. It's 4 loads a day. That's 4 loads a day, roughly, right? No, it's more than 4 loads a day. I calculated the other day, and you know, so it's not going to be so. You're not going to run like that all the time. So let's say half that. Let's say you're still making $350,000 a year.
Yeah, there's
Your own truck.
Yeah, there's nothing else you could do with a truck to make this kind of money. Unless you had like some special government contracts or some shit.
Oil is a hot commodity.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers gotta have that.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
a big
the
money.
only other thing that would
Fucking
probably
making
compare to this is if you had some exclusive government contract hauling military shit all the time. But as
Well,
far
those
as anything
fucking
with-
turbines. Those guys that
Yeah.
are hauling those turbine airplane things that nobody can get a job unless you know somebody. The turbines.
But I mean, this is
This is good as
not
it's
hard to
gonna
get into. There's plenty of work. Whereas those other things, it's like exclusive.
You gotta have a shit ton of experience, and you gotta know somebody. Where you can go in the oil fields and make pretty much what they're making. You know?
Yeah, and out here, as long as you, they're not real picky. You know, they're not real picky at all.
Not picky at all, man.
They're not picky about your criminal background or anything.
Hell no.
No, they don't care
man.
about it.
No.
As long as you pass a drug test.
They don't even think that. Hey, they say drug test my ass, man. These motherfuckers out here, they out here like that partner, that guy I met. I was gonna tell you, he's the only. This guy I met the other day was the only convicted felon I ever met since I've been driving a truck, and he was free about saying he just got out of prison. I was like, damn. I said, you the first motherfucker I met that, that's been to prison before. Cause I've been to prison, right? But I've never met another truck driver that has actually been to prison. Not only is this guy he's been home for a while, but not only was he convicted felon and been to prison, this motherfucker, he's all on meth too. I think he was cracked out when I was talking to him, and he was driving a water tanker, and his name's Peanut. So big shout out to my boy Peanut, man. Like I said, everybody does his own thing. He like to do meth. Motherfucker over here like to do tequila. It ain't no different, man. You get what I'm saying? At least Peanut, he's got a job, he's working. If he wants to do a little meth on his own time, then let him do his meth on his own time. But you know what? He's doing it legally, and he ain't stealing from nobody. He's making his own money. And if
that's the thing is that the meth helps him make a shitload more money.
The meth, yeah, that's why
they stay awake.
They stay awake because his ass was tweaking. When I was talking to him, when I was talking to Peanut, hey Peanut, man, if you watching this video, man, I ain't cracking on you, man. You cool as fuck. But when I was talking to him, he was all cracked out, man. He was all cracked out, and when he pulled off in that fucking KW, he pulled off, and the door was open. The little door KW was open. I was like, Peanut, stop, your door's open. But he was gone. I'm like trying to make that money. But yeah, they don't give a fuck if you use drugs out here, man. Yeah, as long as you're making them motherfuckers money, they don't give a damn. So, like he said, they're not that picky. Motherfucker, you come out here cracked out, methed out, they still hire your ass. I'm telling you, because Peanut, he's a meth addict, and he was running like a motherfucker. He was running water.
They make 10 times more money with you.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
They don't ever stop.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh shit.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's a trip.
All right, you two, man. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys, man. I'll leave you because I gotta read your comments. But yeah, man. So are you gonna be around or what?
Yeah, I don't know how long, but yeah, this is trade.
Yeah. Are you staying in town or how long?
Yeah,
What's the? No, I'm saying, are you like? What's the? You said you from Charlotte. Are you?
Yeah.
How often are you gonna go home?
Well, I've been up here since like this past Sunday was 3 weeks, and I'm going home. I was gonna go home for a week of Thanksgiving and a week of Christmas, but the boss has got surgery, so I need to readjust so that we still have trucks running. So I'm gonna go like
you figure, man, look, you've been home all these years. One Christmas ain't gonna kill you, one Thanksgiving ain't gonna kill you. Probably only gonna be out here for a certain amount of time, right? You're not gonna be out too long. What's your plan? What you trying to do? You trying to get a truck or what?
Probably, yeah.
So he wants to get a truck and he wants to run, so he's probably gonna be out here for a run. You probably gonna stay out here for a little bit or have somebody drive your truck?
No, fuck that. No.
So you gonna be out here making money?
Yeah, and then
one truck? You trying to get
just
one truck?
one. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with drivers.
Yeah.
So many people buy one and then they get more. Like I'll talk to a guy that's just started out in April, and he's got 5 trucks now. I mean, he was worked on the pads. He did the coil tubing, which is what goes down in before they after they drill and blah blah blah. But anyway, he worked on the pads for years, and then he decided to get a truck, and now he's got 5. And he's one of the guys who's got 3 trucks that are running 24 hours a day with shifts. But I don't want that. No, I just want one truck and myself because I don't want to have to worry about.
Yeah, you gotta watch them, man.
Yeah, and then. Yeah.
And I ain't with that.
No, me either. I don't have no desire to have multiple trucks.
Yeah.
Just one.
Because you gotta manage, man. You gotta manage things. You gotta manage your truck. You gotta manage those guys. You gotta worry about motherfuckers stealing your money, stealing your fuel,
tearing your shit up, kill somebody.
Yeah. I don't mind having one truck and that'd be my truck, but
And
trying
you know,
to manage motherfuckers, man.
yeah, man, it ain't that bad as far as like, I mean, you can get a.
And we ain't trying to knock. We ain't knocking if that's what you're doing. We're just saying personally. This is it's just his it's just his outtake on and my take. I ain't with that shit.
Yeah, but it's not that bad either. I mean, for $30,000, you can get a decent truck.
Oh, bro, I found a fucking show truck. I'm looking at that fucking 80. I think it was a 90, like a 1990 Peterbilt show truck. Now that being said, it wasn't like a show truck in the inside or in the fucking engine bay compartment. The one that was show, they wanted 127, 130,000. But this truck outside was show like a motherfucker for 80,000.
My boss's truck is like
Show.
pretty much.
Show.
If you've seen it, it's
What color is
it's like a burnt orange on the
Okay.
bottom, and it's flat black on the top. Peterbilt 379.
Wow.
And then it's got
it? Flat top? Flat top
No,
or he's got
no.
a sleeper?
Yeah, it's got the tall
I
silver.
don't like that.
But
But it's nice though.
but it's got it's got all kind of shit on it. I mean, with a different hood and the fenders, all that. I mean, it
nice.
was like that when he bought it, but it's
nice.
I mean, as far as in the sand, it's the nicest, cleanest one I've seen in the sand.
Wow.
If I had that kind of truck, I don't think I'd be putting it on these trucks. But
Well, you gotta remember that fucker's making 12,000, 10,000, 7,000,
and
9,000 a week. That ain't me. You
he
live
makes-
look, like I was telling everybody here, I was like, if I was gonna haul sand, one of the subs, he was like, it's working. It's not. He made a comment to one of the other subs. He's like, yeah, it's not all work and play here. I told him really, it kind of is like all work and play because you're making a shit ton of money, and you get to drive a nice truck. You know what I mean? If I was out here and if I had the means, I would buy me a nice fucking truck because I love what I do. I love trucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I get something real nice and clean that I like. You know what I'm saying? And I would take pride in it. And who gives a fuck if the fucking fender gets bent? Motherfucker, I'll buy another one. I just made fucking.
Yeah.
I just made 12,000 for the
But
week.
see, like when he was trying to prove to me and this other guy of what the potential was, and he made like in that one day, in that 24-hour period, where the driver would have gotten that 25% would have gotten, I think it was like 856 or 860. So that was what, like $4,300
What he
in
bought.
one day.
What he
The
took.
truck itself. Yeah. So because
And what was the fuel? What do you think the fuel is a day? About $400, right? If you run all day,
depends.
if you run all day, it's about $400 top end, right? Right?
You definitely won't go over that.
$400. So
Yeah, they know
if
what
this
they
guy, if the truck made $4,400, motherfucker, and then you only paid another $900 to the driver. Well, now let's just talk about us. If it was our truck, it was our truck.
Yeah, that's
Truck
like,
made $4,400. You still made $4,000 for the day. Now,
Yeah.
4,000 times seven is what? It's $28,000, man, for the week. Right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you couldn't do it every day because
No, but still, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah,
You
that's
could do at
insane.
least 2 weeks.
I mean, to make $4,000,
you could do 2 weeks. You could do 2 weeks.
Can you imagine that? $4,000 in 24 hours. That's some serious. That's seriously getting paid.
Get you really thinking when you want to buy a truck, man.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, to get started with, you can get a decent, reliable enough truck for like 30 grand to be able.
No, bro. There's a guy. I don't know if you've seen that video. Kid he bought a truck for $6,000 and it runs like a champ. He got lucky. He
Yeah.
bought a $6,000 fucking Volvo. That motherfucker's making $4,000, $5,000, $7,000. He's leased on to somebody, meaning he's not using his own authority. He's
Which
leased
that's
on.
the easiest way to start out. Is
But
to go on to
he's
somebody.
he's leased on to somebody, man. But he's still making fucking $9,000.
Yeah, you don't lose. You're only losing a few
15%. 15%, right?
but it's
15%.
I think-
or 20%.
no. Like with us, he has his own authority, and I think they get 15%. And so he can go anywhere. He's not just to that one.
Right.
But if you lease 100% underneath them,
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's only another 3%.
Yeah, fuck all that.
So I mean, it's only an extra
Yeah, I'll
3.
never stick. Now that I've been running with these guys and being out here, I would never just stick with one person because it would be like you.
Yeah.
You'd be sitting.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
If you sitting, you ain't making no fucking money.
Yeah.
This is the way it is. But if you running, you making money. But if you fucking just sitting around waiting on one broker to give you a load, it's like you slave to one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna dictate how much money you fucking make. That ain't gonna fly with me, especially if it's my motherfucking truck or his truck. You know
Yeah, I
what
don't understand why my boss is doing that shit. I don't get it because.
What, did you ask him? Are you cool with him like that? Can you?
Well,
fucking ask
we
him?
talked about it a little bit yesterday,
So
but
what did he say?
well, he was saying that he was tying on with another company, but only if we knew we were going to be shut down for 2 or 3 days. Not like I sit here the other
I
day
know,
for
but
11
why would you have
hours.
to? Why would you even put yourself in a situation?
I don't know. He's like thinking
hoping.
he's getting somewhere by being the top people. But I don't even know that we are.
Yeah.
I don't believe we are. I mean, I think, and he was saying that the guy had made him. Well, he was telling me that this is how it was. That like, if it was slow, that they would rotate between their company trucks and us. But they ain't
Yeah, that's
way in
some
hell.
bullshit. Like,
They ain't doing that.
Yeah,
Because
you're
like I sit here the other day for 11 hours.
you stay here for fucking 11 hours waiting to get a load.
Well, I slept, but yeah,
still, you let.
yeah, and because I ran 2 and was waiting for ready for number 3, and finally I said to hell with it. But their trucks were running during that time because I know the guys, and I talked to them and stuff. And just like right now, like I know their trucks are running, but I'm waiting on a pre-fill for this new pad, and I'm like, man. And yeah, that's the whole thing. I didn't come 1,800 miles out here and then living, this life in the truck all the time, and away from the family to be sitting in the damn truck stop parking lot.
Right.
You know?
I'm here to get money, motherfucker. I'm here to run.
Yeah, something's got to give.
So yeah, did you tell him that?
Well, we talked a little. We started it yesterday, so I definitely got to go back to it.
Yeah, you're gonna start cranking up on him. Yeah, because that's kind of what I told my guys. Like, look, man, because I was only making, like, when I first came out here, I would run like a motherfucker. I would run 24/7. My paychecks were barely $2,000. I'm like, dude, we negotiated $2,000 to $5,000 a week. Not fucking. I'm still not making $2,000 to $5,000 every 2 weeks. I'm barely making $2,000. We gotta crank this shit up. So we went from 25% to 28%.
And I mean, I just don't understand. Because I mean, like the truck's sitting there. I mean, I'm not making money, neither is he. I mean, granted, everything's paid for, and you don't have no payments.
Yeah, but you come out here to make money. You ain't come here to fucking live in a truck. You ain't no bum. You ain't homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I don't need to fucking live in a truck, motherfucker. I need to be making money.
Yeah, and that's the thing about being tied in with different people, different brokers, because just because one pad's got a problem, like when we were one time before when they were shut down up here for the wind. Have you ever been down towards Kildare?
Yeah, all the time.
Like you go down. You ever been to Charging Eagle?
The pad itself? No.
That's like the area on the other side of the lake. So like if you was at the bridge up there by the casino, if you went across the water, you could be over in 15 minutes. But to drive, it takes an hour and a half. Because you got to go down 22 all the way down to Kildare. Once you come off the reservation, and then you go east for quite a ways, and then you come back on the reservation and come back up near the water on the other side. So see, that's like a different area. The wind wasn't as bad over there. They were still working, but they were shut down, in that other area. But at that time, they had just happened to branch out looking for other stuff, and we got lucky and was able to find enough. But if they don't find enough to keep their trucks and contractors busy, then they're just going to keep their trucks, But that's the thing about being hooked up. The weather definitely isn't the same in all the areas.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to
right now. Read these comments before I take my ass to sleep. Oh man.
I put my old number. I had to get a different number when I come out here, a different phone. Because mine didn't have signal for shit.
Mike Pence is his fucking his next guy. If something were to happen to Trump, Mike Pence would be the guy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Oh, listen to this guy. He's like, when I first watched one of your videos, I thought Toretto from Fast and the Furious. He's the second guy that said that. You know Toretto from Fast.
Yeah.
What's his face? You know Chasing Andrew? Have you watched his videos yet?
Which one?
Chasing Andrew. You gotta check him out. But he's like saying some shit because I was talking about the car I just bought the Chevelle. He's like, man, the first thing I think about is Toretto from Fast and the Furious.
You bought a Chevelle?
Yeah.
What year?
72.
Oh shit.
SS.
Damn it, man.
Yeah.
So which motor's it?
It's a 350, but that ain't nothing, man. What I'm gonna put in a bitch. One of the mechanics in Williston, I was just kicking the shit with my mechanic, and he's like, the mechanic came and talked to me. He's like, hey man, you gotta check out this fucking website, man. So I look at the website, turnkey, right out the crate, fucking 1,600 horsepower, like $25,000, $26,000. But they are, but they're pretty. Like the either you can go twin turbo or you can go Charger.
God, that's too much power, man. What the hell?
Oh, that's how I do it. All my shit's like that. All my old schools I had before, they always be like 600.
You know, that's one thing I noticed out here. I was surprised how many old cars that I have seen that were in decent shape, you know, versus.
Oh, I didn't buy it around here.
Right, I know, but
I bought
still,
my shit in
bridging that
Atlanta.
up, I've seen.
I would never buy a car up here because all that salt up here. Fuck, I would never.
But I've seen some up here that were in good shape. I was like, damn, I didn't expect to see that.
I would
How
never.
do you want to put my
Where you
name
at?
in there?
Which one? Where you at?
The top one.
Jason, right?
Yeah. That's crazy that I run into you.
That's good. And I'm glad you're up here, man. But shit, I'm not glad you're only down with just one fucking broker, though.
Yeah,
I ain't liking
we'll get
that.
something worked out. Here, you want to put you in there?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Here. It's MELE. You got the number already?
Yeah, I got the
All right,
number,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Just
That's
Malay.
it?
Yeah.
Malay, is that how you say
Malay.
it? Malay?
Yep. All right, Jay, man, I'm gonna crash, man. I gotta get up in the morning and do these stocks.
How are you doing with that?
Doing good, man. Right now I'm taking a loss. I'm down like fucking. I'm not down. The losses that I had, it was like I lost like what 700 today. But the loss don't mean shit because there's potential to make more. But I'm down like probably like maybe say 5,000.
But not from your initial investment?
Fuck no. Hell
Just
no.
from what you...
From
where you were up to.
Yeah, no, I lost 5,000 capital plus another 700 today. So I mean, it's 5,000. Let's just say 5,000. I'm down capital wise, but that ain't shit because there's times where you can just pop, and I can't be like I was telling them. I can't be watching the market like really be watching it because I'm. I can make money with this right now, so I want to focus on making the money with this.
Right.
And then, if I have to stay here, all I want is 6 figures. I want to make $100,000 and get the fuck out of here. Whether the combination of whatever I make here, and if I make a good lick, because the holidays on the stocks around January and December and November, the stocks will get real volatile, man. So if I can find me a stock and get lucky and ride that fucker up, I might make 50,000, I might make 20,000. Just depends, man. But it doesn't matter. The combination of the money between the stocks and this, if I make 100,000, I'm out of here. So that's my goal. That's it.
Yeah, I hope to be out of here by spring.
But you're gonna get a truck though to stay. But you're not gonna stay.
Man, I don't know if I'll stay here or if I go in.
Oh no,
haul back.
No, you're gonna stay. If you get your truck, you're gonna stay here, because you ain't gonna make that kind of money heavy hauling. If you get your truck, man, if you get your truck, that's how I would do it. If I would get a truck, my ass would stay here. I would do 2 weeks, or 2-3 weeks. You know what I mean? And get the fuck out, and then come back. Because that right there is, like I said, what was the number we came up with? 28,000. Yeah. So it's $4,000 a day, right? If we do good, right?
If you run hard.
If we run hard, it's
it's
$4,000 a day. You times that by 7, that's 28,000 for the week. You do 2 of those, you're up almost 50 grand. Well, no, you right? 50 grand,
Yeah.
right? 30 and 30, 28 and 28. What? How much is that? What's 28 and 28?
46.
46,000. That's all 50 grand in 2
You want to
weeks.
say no? 28 and 28 is 56.
56. So
Yeah.
56,000 in 2 weeks is what we can make if you run in the well. It's not really about us. It's about the well. At the end of the day, if the well runs and it's nonstop, consistent, and your truck doesn't break, like my truck's broke right now.
Is it?
Hell yeah, it's broke. It's broke like a motherfucker. You seen it? Did you see it? Oh yeah, the fucking drive axle snapped. The whole goddamn leaf spring snapped. 2-inch thick fucking steel snapped like a motherfucker because the cold weather and the weight on the truck.
Did it happen on the way out?
Hell yeah, I don't know when it happened, but I know it happened.
When did you notice?
I noticed it when that fucking the trailer wheels were cockeyed when I would back up because the axle was pushing it in.
So
the wheels.
it's on the trailer or
Oh, the trailer, yeah.
no
The
shit.
wheels and the fucking drive axle did the same time. Coming from a BJ load over by Kildare. The fucking bumpy ass road shift the bolts. You see those bolts on the bottom?
Yeah,
In the little thing? Those bolts right there came right out.
out of the drive shaft.
Yeah.
I could tell those were drive shaft.
Mm-hmm.
So what are they doing about getting it
Right
fixed?
now they gotta wait. I gotta wait because the guy, the mechanic, he's already got work. So whenever he clears up his shop and he can make time to come up here, which he said probably by Saturday or maybe tomorrow. But I'm chilling. I'm hopefully make money tomorrow.
Where's he work out of? Where's he?
Williston. He's in Williston, but he's mobile. You need his number?
No, I was gonna tell you there's one that we use too that's mobile.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could get to it faster. But I got your number and stuff. So.
No, I'm good. My guy takes care of me. I want to take care of him. And like I said, I'm no rush because I'm gonna make money tomorrow morning. I get to get in the market early thing in the morning, watch my stocks and shit, and just sit here and hang out.
I heard that.
Cool. Like I said, I'm down 5,000, so hopefully tomorrow I can make 10,000 or 7,000.
Where do you are you 100% out of the truck, or do you have a place to?
No, I'm 100% in the truck.
Yeah, I only go to our place to wash clothes and take a shower.
Yeah,
and
you're out here,
stuff
man.
like
You
that.
don't
I
need
stay in the truck.
you don't need a fucking place. Now, like I said yesterday to the channel, I said, man, look, if I was making 12,000 in a week, I wouldn't mind buying a fucking apartment or a house around here. You know what I mean? Because that's just chump change coming out for that 12,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind doing that. But it looks like a little girl I almost rescued the other day. They all
See
look
them
the same.
dogs?
Yeah, it looked like her. But anyways, yeah, I was like, I don't mind buying buying an apartment if I had that kind of money. But if you're making that kind of money and you're running like the way we want to run, you're not gonna have time to be in that apartment.
Yeah, that's the
you
thing.
know?
Like I just go by there to wash clothes and do paperwork once a week.
Mhm.
That's about it, unless we're down or I gotta go.
Oh,
to
so
work.
you have a place?
Well, he provides it. He has a 5-bedroom, and but like I said, I only go there about once a week. But it's in Alexander, between Williston and where the Patriot and the Wild Bison is.
Yeah.
It's between there. And,
I know what you're talking about.
It's between there and and Williston.
Those little trailers over there.
Well, no, we're like off the road, way off the road. But the truck stops I'm talking about, like this.
Yeah, I know where
bunch
you
of
at.
trailers right there beside that,
Uh-huh.
those modulars or whatever.
Yeah.
But about halfway between Williston and the Wild Bison, that's the Alexander area, and then we're way off. It's on a farm. He rents it from the farmer, but so that's kind of like where our yard is, where he parks trucks and all that stuff.
How many trucks he got?
He's got
5, right? You said 6?
Well, he's got 5 that he's running, and then he's got one more he told me about that's down in Kildare, and then because everything's he's got 5 Peterbilts and then one Freightliner, but the Freightliner's in Kildare, and if he gets enough drivers, he said he'd probably put that one on the road too. But there's only 2 of those. The rest of them are the 379s, which I really wanted one of them
I
379s
bet, man.
because it was nice looking. But man, it ain't like it is in here. This I could deal with as far as the space, and the 379 is cramped, man. I mean,
Oh
it's-
yeah.
yeah, the hood. This is a lot lower, and then from here straight. Like if you stand up right there and you turn around, you're looking at a wall, basically, in the sleeper of a Peterbilt.
And it was a sleeper, big sleeper, not a
Yeah.
flat top.
Right. Yeah, you can stand up, but the way the sleepers come, this is straight up and down right here, and so you got to duck down to come into here. And this is not. It doesn't slope up. It's flat across here, and then straight up.
So the KWs are way better.
Yeah, I like this whole. I could deal with this, but then the other one, just after being in a wide open, because those are just huge.
Yeah.
After being in wide open and then getting in that, I think I'd feel cramped. But man, them trucks he's got between 625 and 700 out of
on
those.
the KW, on the
three,
PWs.
three, yeah, with 18 speeds. I mean, dude, 700 horsepower.
Oh, the one Peterbilt I was looking at, that motherfucker was 800 horsepower, and he only wanted 80,000 for it.
And see-
It was brand new, clean.
And see, the thing is though, like a lot of people will say that, oh, you burn too much fuel. But it's something like this.
Oh, bro,
the fuel, because he can get there. If he drives that truck and he's not waiting on me, like following him or something, if he just drives normal, he can get there easy 20 minutes before I can.
Yeah.
Because of the hills.
Especially the hills, man.
He'll
He'll
walk
run.
the hill like,
Walk right up in that.
yeah,
bitch.
I mean, like
Yeah.
that hill, coming out of
Yeah, you
Williston.
can't think about. You're thinking about the wrong fucking
the air-
bullshit.
yeah,
If you're
and
thinking
it-
about fuel,
and
if
this-
you're thinking about fuel on an 800 fucking horsepower Peterbilt or a Caterpillar, you got to think about it like this. You gonna pull a load a lot faster than the next motherfucker, man. Fuel don't mean shit out here, cause you making money. You know what I'm saying? You making motherfucking money. Fuel don't mean a goddamn thing.
Yeah, a hill that I'll get down to 20 miles an hour on, he'll stay speeding.
There was one Peterbilt, man. That motherfucker had over 1,000 horsepower.
Shit.
And that fucker would run. You see a white Peterbilt with a sandbox in it? Get the fuck out of his way. Get out of his way. He got a white Peterbilt with a sandbox. Get the fuck out of that boy's way. He'll pull some shit, man. He don't want you in his way. He'll run some shit.
Yeah.
And he's got a 300 foot, 300. What do you call it? What do you call it when it's stretched? 300. What do you call it when it's stretched out? 300.
Oh, the wheelbase?
300 wheelbase.
300-inch wheelbase.
Yeah, and it ain't a pretty truck. Don't get me wrong, it ain't pretty. But it's got a 300 wheelbase and it's white and he's carrying a sandbox. That bitch got 1,000 horsepower.
It's crazy.
1,000 horsepower in that bitch.
They, when I did my road test,
Motherfucker do 150 miles an hour. He said in that truck. 150 miles an hour.
man.
He said he'll run like a motherfucker in that bitch.
So you got a 10 speed?
Yeah, 10 speed.
Damn. What's in this?
Caterpillar,
What
man.
size?
C15.
Oh yeah, so you
Oh
got
yeah,
this.
that fucker run.
Yeah, see that's
But
just
the only thing bad about this one, the gear, it doesn't want to go in 6. It grinds out.
I got the two that are like this are C13s, so they're not that powerful, but they got 13 speeds in them. But the two are the 379s all have 18 speeds, and then but like one is like around a little over 600, and then the other one's like in the mid 6, close to 7, and then the other one is 700 as far as horsepower. And like I test drove, or they did my road test to make sure I knew how to drive or whatever, and the one that had like 650, I think, somewhere in that range, and we was empty, but my God, I mean, you could just see the torque. I mean, see the whole damn thing twist. I was like, son of a bitch, man, this thing's got some power. I mean, the most I'd ever driven before that was like 550. I used to run lowboy, hauling heavy equipment all the time. We had 550 Cummins, but
Yeah.
man, those
Fuck
Cat,
a Cummins.
them Cat 6NZ,
Yeah.
oh man,
That's what this is. This is what this is.
yeah.
Z's,
And
man.
those are like 02 and 03 models.
Yep. That's-
Before,
yeah. You can't
before
fuck
all
with them.
That other
Yeah.
shit,
Yep.
before all the emissions and stuff.
Yep.
Man, you know that the deal with it's done. Another thing to keep in mind, like if you're gonna buy a truck, is the E-log thing coming into effect.
It's already in effect.
Right,
That's
but-
what they doing in Texas now.
But is it 100% right now?
Oh, yeah.
Or does it go after?
Yeah, no, they're running fucking those. They in Texas. Andrew posted some shit on his fucking video. I didn't get to watch it all, but they said that a lot of the guys are starting to put E-logs because it's starting to be mandated.
Yeah, like I can't remember if it's I think it was December 15th. Anyway, no matter what,
It's
I think by
mandated,
the first
man.
of the year.
Motherfuckers they said because in the oil fields on the YouTube channel, these motherfuckers are all at the loader all at the same time because of the logs.
of these new fucking e-logs.
That's crazy.
So that's why if you go on his channel, when he was doing his video, he showed the video of all the trucks that were sitting, waiting to get loaded, because everybody has logs now. All those fucking, well, not, I don't know everybody, but majority everybody had those fucking logs in their trucks.
Well, see, like
But don't quote me, man. I didn't watch all his videos, man.
in this area here, you can easily run under the 100 air mile radius and not go out of it. Like the only time I've went out of it was to go to Wyoming, and then we run paper logs. But if you, from the way I understand it, if you work in something like this where you stay within that 100 air mile, and you don't have to use a paper log more than 8 times in a month, then you can stay on the 100 air mile.
I don't use paper logs. I get pulled over. I told that motherfucker I got no paper logs. No paper logs. I got no fucking time sheet. Got none of that shit. He's like, yeah, this is a state trooper. He's like, yeah, you don't have no time sheet? I'm like, hell no. I said, no. He's like, well, okay. He wanted me to have my time sheet. He wanted me to have some sort of, I didn't have it, and he let me go.
Because
I told him, he's asked me, he's like, where do you start at? I said, I start in Williston. He says, where do you end at? I said, Williston. He asked me again a couple times, you know, just see if I would catch myself.
Yeah.
I said, no,
and
Williston.
see, and the reason why, like, they want to see it, but you don't have to have it, because it just has to be at the office, wherever your center or return to work, report to work.
You ain't gotta have it.
Yeah,
I didn't have. The point is, I didn't have to have it. I didn't have it. He didn't give me no fucking ticket.
Yeah,
so,
because
you don't have to have logs. You don't have to have time sheet.
if you're within the 100 air mile thing. But the thing is, for us to keep in mind with buying a truck, anything that's, I think, 99 and older
You don't
is
need
exempt.
them. Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
So you know it's 2001.
So if
So
you,
this truck right here is a 2001. 2001 less. That's
so
what
if
you want.
so if you get because if you're not dealing with emissions, all that crap, and less computerized digital shit, no
So you
e-log.
can't buy a truck. You don't need to buy a truck. There's some really nice, like those trucks I was looking at, 96, 95, 2000, 99. Beautiful trucks, man.
Yeah, that's the thing to do is get an older truck, because you, in the long run, because the e-log,
It's gonna fuck you up,
dead, man. I mean,
You ain't gonna make no
14
money.
hours and 11
You
driving.
ain't gonna make no money. You ain't gonna make no money. All right, Jay, bro. I'll see you, man.
Especially as things go wrong.
Get some rest, man. I'll
All
see you
right,
around.
Be safe. Hopefully, I'll be getting a call for long.
Shit, no, just get some rest, man.
All right, buddy.
Man, I'm gonna fucking crash, man. I'm gonna crash like a motherfucker now. Now I've talked too much. I've talked way too much tonight. Man, it's time to go to bed now. Well, let me read these comments. We got so many comments, man. What's up, girl? You wanna go potty? You wanna go potty? Yeah? She's like, yeah, I wanna go potty. Alright, girl, come on, we'll go in a second. Yeah. I figure all she's been so quiet. She ain't even been saying anything. She see how polite she is? She's like grown, she's like, we're talking, and she just let me do my thing, and then soon as he leaves, alright, I'm ready, I need some attention, or I need to go handle my business. She's such a good girl.
Fuck OTR. Lisa V's like, I think I would love OTR. Honey, fuck OTR. I'll tell you that right now. It's all about the money, man. Time is money. Your time is money. And the OTR, they ain't gonna pay you shit. You know what they gonna pay you? They gonna pay you pennies on the dollar, man. Yeah. Look, you know, yeah, as far as OTR, you know, driving around the country, it's cool. But at the end of the day, man, it's about the motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? It's about the money. That's why you driving a truck. You know what I'm saying? You driving because you want to make money, and you ain't gonna make no money OTR. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna do it. You're gonna be a slave making somebody else rich when you should be making the money. So fuck OTR. Get that out your head. Get OTR out your head. The only reason why you doing OTR is because you a newbie, and you gotta pay your due. Right? You gotta pay your due. You gotta do your 2-year bid, and you need to get the fuck out of there. Or you do your 1-year bid and get the fuck out of there. But don't fall in love with OTR, man. You live in a fantasy with OTR. You ain't gonna make no money with that bullshit. You ain't gonna make no fucking money. Yeah, so Lisa, go ahead and do your OTR for your 1-year training or your 2-year training, but that's it. After that, you need to find something else. You guys got way too many comments, man. I can't read all these motherfuckers, man. I'm about to take my ass to sleep, but I'm trying to read all of them. right, so Lisa, you say you make about $2,500 a week as a pharmacist. Yeah. So, you know, you just need to keep doing. You need to fall back in love with the job you got right now. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't know how you're gonna reinvent yourself with that, but you need to do that and stack up as much money as you can. Stack up as much money as you can. Then this is what I would do. I would stack as much money as I can if I wanted to drive a truck. If that's what you want to do, and you know, do your year, right? And then find you a job in the oil fields, and then buy your truck and your trailer and a haul. But if you're making $2,200 a week, you know, doing your pharmacy shit, I would just fall back in love with that job, because you already pretty much making money, right? And you fuck around doing the trucking, you got to go through a lot of bullshit. You gotta go. I don't want to ruin it for you, but I'm just gonna be real with you. You know what I mean? You got to do a year experience, right, with these big companies, or find somebody that's gonna, you know, either way you go with a big company, and you just gotta make no money. You ain't gonna make no motherfucking money. You're gonna be, it's just, you know, just fall back in love with your job and do the penny stocks. Fuck around, study the penny stocks, man. And then if you want to travel the world and shit, you can do all that traveling and shit when you make money off the stocks. That's my fucking advice. Forget about the trucking. Trucking's just a fucking headache, man. You already got a good job. You're making $2,400 a week. Fall back in love with that motherfucker, man. Try to reinvent yourself, man. Figure something. Think about something that makes you passionate about what you're doing now as a pharmacist, and gravitate to that and do that, man. But you fuck around, you start from the beginning of trucking, you're gonna have a headache, and you're not gonna be making no money. So I wouldn't even think about trucking right now. Only way you should be thinking about trucking is if it's your last resort. You know what I mean? Fuck all that shit. Alright, you guys, I'm going to bed, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.